football time in East Texas, and the Carthage Bulldogs are ready to take the gridiron. The Carthage Dogs have 3 state championships back-to-back. Can Coach Surratt and his staff direct the Dogs to a 4th state championship in a row? You're listening to Carthage Bulldog football on KGAS, your sports beat station for East Texas. Our broadcast is made possible in part by Panola College, State Farm Insurance, Tate Barber, your agent, HEB, Krill's AAA Fence, XL Ford Lincoln, First State Bank and Trust Company, Courtney Construction, Farmers State Bank, Pippin Motor Company, Bill's Meat Market, and Citizens Bank. Other fine sponsors making this game possible include Hartsway Hospice, Carthage Furniture, Panola National Bank, Ken Turner Pharmacy, The Filling Station, East Texas Medical Center Carthage, The Popcorn Place, Carthage Discount Tire and Brake, Toyota of Marshall, Copper Falls, and Just in Time. Larry Allen is your play-by-play announcer. Mark Harris will provide the color, and Dustin Burns will have comments from the sidelines. Our starting lineup tonight is brought to you by Panola College.
Graduates of Panola College's Oil and Natural Gas Technology program are in high demand by companies to work in a wide range of technical areas. This program was designed by industry professionals and is updated regularly to meet changing employer needs. Classroom instruction with hands-on training provides students with skills necessary to enter an industry offering great pay, benefits, and a high job placement rate. For more information about the Oil and Natural Gas Technology program at Panola College, call 903-693-2000 or click panola.edu.
Now, here's Larry Allen with your starting lineup.
All right, thanks very much, Jerry Hansen, your KGAS broadcast crew of Larry Allen, Dustin Burns, and Mark Harris coming to you live from Jack Murphy Stadium in Gladewater, Texas. It's the Carthage Bulldogs 2-1 in district play. The Gladewater Bears are 1-2. Gladewater 5-3 for the year. The Bulldogs are also 5-3. And District 16 3A, 2 district games to go. A Bulldog victory tonight, and they are officially in the playoffs. All right, we're going to return here in just a moment to take a look at the Bulldog offense. Offensive coordinator is Chris Smith for the Bulldogs, and of course the head coach is Scott Surratt in his 5th year as the head man at Carthage High School. Bulldogs coming in with a record of 5-3, 2-1 in district play, and we'll look at the offensive starters right after this from your Sports Beat station, KGAS.
HEB is your hometown and neighborhood grocery store where you'll always find friendly faces, affordable prices, and quality products. HEB in Carthage has the finest produce and meat combined with trustworthy brands to keep your grocery bill low. Why waste your time and gas going out of town when your local HEB has everything that you need at prices that you'll love? HEB in Carthage. Here, everything is better.
You know Creel's, the Dish TV place. Now introducing Creel's AAA Wholesale Fence Company. The Creel's have been serving the Carthage area for over 35 years. Call Creel's for all of your residential, commercial, and oil field fencing needs. Creel's can sell you the material at wholesale prices or provide full-line installation. Do-it-yourselfers and fence contractors are welcome. Don't forget to call Creel's, the Dish TV place about Dish Network, DirecTV, or Hughes Internet for your home or business. Call today, 903-693-2722. 693-2722 for Creel's.
The Bulldogs coming off a very emotional 42-21 victory last week at Bulldog Stadium against the Henderson Lions. And here's a look at the Bulldog offense. Really no changes from last week. Mitchell Kinman will anchor the offensive line at center, 5'11", 240-pound senior. The right guard is Morgan Jeans, 6 foot, 260 pounds. He's a senior also. Another senior at left guard, that's LZ Hicks, 6 foot, 255. And another senior at left tackle, Greg Brantley, 6'7", 310. The only non-senior on that offensive line is Mario McCain. McCain, 6 foot, 220-pound sophomore. Kinman is the center, the Hicks and Jeans, the guards, McCain and Brantley, the tackles. All right, we'll look at the tight end and the wideouts right after this from your Sports Beat station, KGAS.
Courtney Construction of Carthage knows the oil field and pipeline business. Courtney Construction provides equipment and labor for pipeline jobs, facility installations and repairs, compressor installations, pit closures and reclamations. Courtney Construction can provide the equipment, personnel, and resources required to install up to 24-inch pipe. Courtney Construction has the labor, the equipment, and the know-how. So call 903-694-2911. Courtney Construction, Highway 79 North in Carthage.
At First State Bank and Trust Company, we understand how important a dependable, independent bank is to growing families, farms, and businesses. That's the reason you'll find a level of respect and customer service here that is uncommon today. If that sounds like the kind of strong, can-do bank you're looking for, come let us show you more. A lot more. First State Bank and Trust Company, Carthage, deep in the heart of Panola County. Member FDIC.
We're back at Jack Murphy Bear Stadium in Gladewater, Texas. Carthage Bulldogs and Gladewater Bears. Clint Cage will be the tight end tonight for the Bulldogs. 6'2", 200-pound senior. Had a memorable catch and run last week against Henderson. That called back, and then eventually caught a touchdown pass just a few plays later. 15 catches this year, 233 yards. Ed Pope, leading receiver in East Texas with 55 receptions for 896 yards, 12 TDs. He'll be a wideout, 6'3", 170. He's a senior. The other wideout, Tasker Shannon, 6'3", 185, and he's a senior. We'll also see at wideout Michi Bowman. He's a senior, and Tego Ree, just a sophomore. All right, we'll be back with a look at the backfield right after this from KGAS, your sports speed station.
Since 1951, Pippin Motor Company has been serving you, the residents of Panola and surrounding counties. Hi, I'm Will Blackwell, and I want to personally invite you to buy your next newer pre-owned vehicle from us. Quality GM products, top dollar for trade-ins, low interest rates, large rebates, and a no-pressure sales experience. What better place to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle? That's Pippin Motor Company across from Panola College, 693-6691, or on the web at pippinmotorcompany.com.
Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in downtown Carthage has what you need to make you feel better. Not only will Ken Turner Pharmacy fill your prescription promptly, they'll also deliver it to your door. That way you can stay in bed and get better. Whether it's medication you need or a special gift from our gift shop that no one else will have, stop by Ken Turner Pharmacy. Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in Carthage, where Carthage's finest tradition.
Blake Bogenshue's really hitting his stride as the starting QB for the Dogs. 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore, 119 of 218 this year through the air, 1,734 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 5 passes picked off, and he's also rushed for a couple of touchdowns. Peyton Classen is the fullback. He's a 5'8", 175-pound junior. And the tailback is Tevin Pipkin, 5'9", 170. He's a sophomore, 1,077 yards this year on 156 carries, 8 touchdowns, and he's also got 12 receptions for 184 yards. We'll look at the Bulldog defense when Bulldog football returns on KGAS.
When it's time to grill in the backyard, you want to put your best foot forward. How do you do that? By shopping at Bill's Meat Market in Carthage. Bill has only the very best beef and pork, steaks cut to your liking, brisket, ribeye racks, tenderloins, and don't forget about that delicious sausage. All at Bill's Meat Market, Bill's Meat Market and Catering. 1317 West Panola. If you want that pat on the back for the best cooking in town, shop at Bill's in Carthage. Have you visited Carthage Furniture lately? Carthage Furniture is the huge store behind the car wash on West Panola. Monty Bacon and his fine staff offer you a large selection of Ashley and Lane recliners. With more than 40 in stock, you have a great selection of colors, styles, and sizes, starting at $2.99. Monty suggests you sit in the all-new high-back, wing-back Lane recliner, starting at just $2.99. For the big man, your recliner starting at only $5.99. Carthage Furniture, the huge store behind the car wash on West Panola.
Let's look at that Dog defense who had a great performance last week, holding Henderson, averaging almost 50 per game to just 21 points. It'll be Chad Adams, Chad Adams will be at one end, 5'9", 165-pound senior. The other end, Dakota Hart, 6'2", 235-pound senior. Mario McCain will be one of the tackles, 5'11", 240, a sophomore. And Kalen Ware is the other tackle, 5'11", 225. Hart, McCain, Ware, and Graves along that front side for the Bulldogs defensively. We'll look at the linebackers right after this from KGAS.
For 28 years, Panola National Bank has been an active partner in our community, working in civic organizations, schools, and churches, helping Panola County and its citizens with their financial needs. Community banking is basic to America, and we're proud of our success. As the Bulldogs, Bearcats, Tigers, Yellow Jackets, and Mustangs realize goals with teamwork, we at Panola National Bank rely on our team members. We invite you to come in and meet them. As a reminder, we open a little earlier and stay a little later for your convenience. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
When you're looking for high-quality personal care from people on whom you can depend, choose East Texas Medical Center in Carthage. The employees are people you know and trust. ETMC Carthage, an East Texas medical tradition, here when you need them, yet able to refer you when circumstances arise. ETMC Carthage, a tradition of excellence, enhanced by becoming part of a system. ETMC Carthage, proud sponsors of the Carthage High School Battling Bulldogs.
All right, let's look at the linebackers for the Dogs. Justin Williams is the wheelbacker, 5'11", 200-pound senior. In the middle is Trent Jackson, 5'11", 200-pound junior. And starting in place of Ricky Ingram, who was hurt last week, D.K. Callaway is the Sambacker, 5'8", 170-pound junior. The corners are Dominic Collins, a 5'10", 170-pound junior, and Michi Bowman, 5'8", 165-pound senior. Strong safety, Tasker Shannon, 6', 185-pound senior, and the free safety committed to TCU, Ed Pope, 6'3", 175-pound senior. You're listening to Bulldog Football on KGAS. We'll return right after this.
Your back-to-school headquarters is the Popcorn Place in Carthage. Beautiful backpacks, book bags, and all kinds of Bulldog gear for the teacher or for the fan. The Popcorn Place, they're located in the Carthage Twin Cinema Plaza. The Popcorn Place, where you find back-to-school needs and find gifts for the teacher or the football fan. The Popcorn Place in Carthage. The introduction of officials tonight brought to you by Mark West Energy Partners. Mark West Energy Partners is an independent operator of large-diameter, low-pressure gathering systems interested in keeping our Panola County gas bills at a minimum. Mark West Energy Partners is also a proud Bulldog booster.
All right, here are the officials from the East Texas chapter. Jake Walker in charge of this crew. He's the referee. Umpire is Thomas Flowers. And I was trying to figure out who the head linesman was. I knew him from somewhere. This is the head baseball coach at Hallsville, Daniel Pipak. The line judge is Chris Walker, and Randall McGill is the back judge. Again, Jake Walker, the head referee, or the head official, he is the referee for tonight's crew. All right, my assistant and partner for quite a while, and tonight he's doing double duty, also taking care of our engineer work up here in the booth, and that's Mark Harris.
Yeah, after last week, Larry, what a wonderful game we had. Oh, it was, Henderson came to town, and we were kind of unsure of our football team. They had played a real good game the week before against Gilmer, come up short with 3 seconds left. They kicked a field goal. And the other concern of the coaches this week was the fact that we may have a letdown tonight. Gladewater's, got a 5-3 record, just like us, and so they have beat 5 teams. So and they've probably been beat a couple of times by the teams that beat us. But after last week's performance, I've got a little bit of, everybody in Carthage was walking around on Saturday talking about how them lines was laying in Henderson on the side of the road. And but I feel better, and Larry does too, about our situation going into the playoffs if we play like we played last week. We're going to be tough to beat. We held Chapel Hill to 21 points. We held Henderson to 21 points. We held Lindale to 33 and gave up a late touchdown there. And those teams are scoring 50 and 60 a week. And so our defense came through. We're a little bit of concern. We've lost 2 linebackers to ACL injuries last week. It was a tough game on us. But we think tonight we'll come out, do well. I'm looking across the way, Larry, and you remember last week how Henderson had filled our side of the stadium over there, their side of the stadium at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock waiting on that game. I'm looking across. I think everybody's listening to us in Carthage tonight.
Not a very large crowd over there. Pretty good number, but I would have expected a few more. Okay, let's see if Dustin can hear us. Dustin Burns, our sideline reporter. Dustin, can you come in?
I can hear you. It's like Mark said, after the big game last week, we don't need to have a letdown tonight on this week. We need to, concentrate on what we need to do. come out and play good. Keep our same intensity that we had last week against Henderson, and finish up these last 2 games of district on a good note. We got to the toughest part of our district with Pittsburgh, Gilmer, and Henderson 2-1. We don't need to have a letdown here tonight. Add more of a shake-up in our district race, but we got a lot of kids that are brought up since Gladewater didn't have a JV. The intensity looked good out here in warm-up. If you heard Coach Surratt's interview today, you had good practice week, a lot of intensity money. Didn't quite have it Tuesday, but you said they still had a good practice. But we just need to go here and take care of business. It's a cool night tonight, but if we do what we did last week against Henderson, play another complete game, I think we'll be all right.
All right, thank you, Dustin. We'll go back to the home office and pay some bills.
Your back-to-school headquarters is the Popcorn Place in Carthage. Beautiful backpacks, book bags, and all kinds of Bulldog gear for the teacher or for the fan. The Popcorn Place, they're located in the Carthage Twin Cinema Plaza. The Popcorn Place, where you find back-to-school needs and find gifts for the teacher or the football fan. The Popcorn Place in Carthage.
Open the door to new opportunities with Farmers State Bank. Whatever your banking needs may be, Farmers State Bank can help. We care about your financial well-being and want to help you make the right decisions. Come in and let our friendly, knowledgeable staff tell you about the different products and services available to meet those needs. If you do not know how easy banking at Farmers State Bank can be, let us show you today. We cannot wait for you to join our family. Farmers is an FDIC member and equal housing lender.
We have a young lady singing the national anthem. And by the way, last night, Larry, did you watch the Rangers play?
What's part of it?
Did you see the guy sing at 7th inning stretch? They always sing the song. Boy,
I did not see him.
He was good. You'd never seen a guy there that well.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the Gladewater Bears. They are 5-3 for the year. Last year, the Bulldogs handed them a pretty sound defeat in Carthage, 71-44. A big game in that contest for Anthony Morgan, who threw for over 400 yards. The Bears are 5-3. They are 1-2 in district play. Let's talk about the playoff situation just a little bit. First and foremost is this, that if the Bulldogs win, they are definitely in the playoffs. Right now, Gilmer is 3-0, Carthage 2-1, Henderson is 2-1, Gladewater and Pittsburgh are both 1-2, and the Spring Hill Panthers are 0-3. Gilmer, even though they're 3-0, not yet in the playoffs. No one is in for sure, but could be the Bulldogs in for certain if they win tonight, and they definitely will be in the playoffs if they win.
And now if Henderson wins tonight in Gilmer?
If Henderson wins tonight in Gilmer, I haven't done the math, but I think that would put Henderson in for certain. The team that would not be in tonight if they were to lose is Gilmer. Gilmer would be 3-1, and Pittsburgh, if they win tonight against Spring Hill, then Pittsburgh would be 2-2, and they'll be hosting Gilmer next week. So the Buckeyes got to have a win to get in.
And the Buckeyes have a pretty good football team.
Oh, they have a great team.
If they were in another district, they'd probably be 1 or 2.
And incidentally, if anyone's listening to the or at the Henderson Gilmer game, we'd love to get some scores. Of course, one of our sister stations will be carrying the Henderson Gilmer game.
Your coin toss tonight is brought to you by Carthage Towing and Wrecker Service, offering 24-hour wrecker service for all light, middle, and heavy-duty wrecker needs. Call 903-693-9242 or 903-754-1391. Carthage Towing and Wrecker Service.
All right, we've got the coin toss coming up. Jake Walker is our referee. Once again, Thomas Flowers, the umpire, Daniel Pipak. The head baseball coach at Hallsville is the head linesman, Chris Walker, the line judge, and the back judge is Randall McGill. We've got 4 captains out there for the Bulldogs, 2 for the Gladewater Bears. And, of course, the Bulldogs will be calling the toss of the coin here in just a second. I don't think our referee is Mike. Is he
now,
Mike?
Larry, if Henderson wins tonight, we are district champs if we win out? Isn't that how that works out?
Yes, we would be. We'd be sharing the crown. That's correct.
Okay, all right.
We'd be sharing the crown. Okay, there's the coin in the air, and we'll tell you here in just a minute what happened. We're about a minute away from kickoff, And the referee is going to tell us that the Bulldogs, it looks like we won the toss, and you know what that means. I have never seen Scott Surratt turn down the football, and so the Bulldogs are going to get the football, and they will be defending the goal to our left here. Now, let's see. Let me get our bearings here. We'll have to figure this out in just a second. I think this field runs north and south. Which way is south, Mark?
That way.
Is it that way? Okay, all right. So they'll be defending the goal to the south, and the Gladewater Bears will be defending the goal to the north. The Carthage Bulldogs, incidentally, you've seen them on the road this year. You've seen them in these uniforms. They are in all white with red numbers. They wear a red helmet with a white C on each side of the helmet.
Tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Kelly's Carthage Collision Center Incorporated, offering the best and quickest body work in the area. From minor repair to major damage, Kelly's Carthage Collision offers dependable quick service every time and free estimates. Highway 59 North, 903-693-2328.
Mark, we have a sophomore who's just been brought up this week, Fabian Johnson, back along with Michie Bowman to return the kickoff. I saw Fabian this morning. He told me, he said, I'm going to do my best not to be hit. He returned 3 for for touchdowns last week against Henderson. All right, here's Bowman coming up the middle to the 30-35. Great return by Michie Bowman. Out close to the 40-yard line. He's going to be just short of it at the 39.
Yeah, that's a good way. Start the drive at close to midfield. We, like Dustin said last week, we played a complete game. The teams that beat us this year, we've shot ourselves in the foot in the first quarter and had to struggle. But I think we've won every second half this year.
All right, here the Bulldogs up the line of scrimmage. They have it at their own 39. Bogan shoots under center. He's got twin receivers to the left and one to the right. And, of course, Tevin Pipkin is the tight end. Is the tailback. Tight end Cage is on the left side. Bogan shoots. Handoff Pipkin. Pipkin going left to the 40, 45. Midfield. 45. Still on his feet. 40-yard line. Out of bounds at the Gladewater 37-yard line. Big run on first down from Tevin Pipkin.
Yeah, he went around the left side and got into the secondary before anybody hit him. Somebody hit him and tried to drag him down. He spun away from him and got another 10 yards after that. He's starting out the way he did last week. He sure was good last week.
24-yard gain for Tevin Pipkin on first down. Bulldogs 1st and 10 at the Gladewater 37. All right, it's Pope and Shannon splitting to the right. And another wide out to the left. Here's Bogan shoots. Play action fake. He's going to go down the middle of the field, and it is just over the outstretched hands of the intended receiver, and that was Clint Cage down there at about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he threw like a fastball, and that fastball was just over his hands. It wasn't a floater. If he'd have floated it, he probably would have been a touchdown there, but it was almost caught by Cage, who had an excellent game last week.
So it is now 2nd and 10, as after the big gain by Pipkin on first down on the first play from scrimmage, we go for the home run ball to Cage, just overthrow him. And so now Bogan shoots again, still under center. Brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Pipkin is the tailback. Clyson, wing right, goes motion left. Pitch out, Pipkin going left. Pipkin, flag down, 35, and he stopped at about the 33-yard line. I thought I saw a flag.
You did, but I don't know when it came in, because when you said it, there was another one flying. So from the side judge, let's see what he says. That's out there usually holding out that way.
There's no flag. Okay.
No flag, guys.
Oh, they pulled it up.
Okay, so 3-yard gain there for Pipkin. 3 yards for Tevin Pipkin. It's now 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 at the Gladewater 34-yard line. The ball is on the left hash as the Bulldogs go left to right here in the first quarter. All right, Michie and Ed Pope split out to the right, Shannon to the left. Here's Bogan shoots, 3-step drop. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right. He wants to throw it, and he's going to be sacked. Going to be sacked back at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 6, and will bring up 4th down and 13.
I'd probably call that a coverage sack, because I don't know if he had anybody open. I think his first read was to go somewhere, and you could tell he pulled the ball back down, and then they started running to the right, trying to buy some time for somebody to break loose, but nobody did. So it looks like we're going to bring in the punting unit.
All right, so the Bulldogs, after picking up the first down on the long run by Pipkin, drive bogs down, and so we're forced to kick it. And we're going to go into punt formation here. Major Harris is the deep snapper. And we have a trio protecting Jimmy Gonzalez, who takes a 13-yard drop. Line of scrimmage is the 40. Waist-high snap. He gets off a high, wobbly kick, not a great kick. And let's see, it bounces at the 23, goes sort of laterally to the 20, and that's where it's killed after a 20-yard kick.
Yeah, and I know probably he's trying to think, I don't want to kick it too far because it'll go into the end zone, and we'll end up at 20. Well, he ends it up at the 20 anyway after a real tall kick and bounced in our favor for about 5 yards. So the Bulldog defense now will set up shop.
All right, the Gladewater Bears will come up to the line of scrimmage, and they will have as their quarterback Derek Daniels. Now, they, as you heard Coach Surratt say, they like to run it about 90% of the time. Darian Gregory is the running back. And here's the handoff. It goes to the running back, going to his right to the 25, and he's to the 30 and stopped at the 31-yard line. A pickup 11 on the play on first down for Gladewater.
And safety Pope had to bring him down. If he'd have made one more cut, it'd have been off of the foot races there. But he made a good play there to stop it from getting any bigger. We got 9 minutes left in the first quarter, and we have no score here.
Tell you what, the Gladewater numbers are really tough to see, and I wasn't for sure exactly who that was, but I'll tell you it was the running back. It was not the quarterback. All right, now let's see. Daniels in the shotgun. Snap back to him. Play action fake. He's going to roll to his right, and he's brought down for a loss. Loss of 2 back to the 29-yard line.
Bowman and Adams on the tackle there. They strung it out and didn't let him get to the outside, and it was a loss on the play. Defense played well on that particular play.
All right, so it's 2nd and 12 for Gladewater at their own 29-yard line. 2nd and 12. And the quarterback is not Derek Daniels. We'll get his number for you, his name here for you in just a second. It's 2nd and 12 at their own 29. Here's a handoff to the fullback. Fullback going right, 30, 35, 40, good speed. And he's out to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 14 and a first down for Gladewater.
And that was just a good play on their part. They blocked it well, and he got into the secondary before anybody hit him. And he looks like he's got wheels under him.
All right, we'll give him 13 to the 42-yard line. We'll call it at the 42. First down for the Gladewater Bears. They've now got it at their own 42. So each team has the first down in the ball game. Gladewater 1st and 10 at their own 42. Ball on the right hash mark. And the quarterback is going to be in the gun. Snap back to him. Hands off to the running back going up the middle. 45, midfield, 45. Into the secondary and down to the Bulldog 42-yard line. Another big gain. That's going to be a 16-yarder there.
That was a good play on their part again, too. Right up the middle that time. He didn't get touched again until he got 4 or 5 yards, and so he ended up getting a good run out of that. He's a shifty little runner, it looks like.
Okay, Nick Johnson is the quarterback. Derek Daniels has been their starter, but Johnson is the quarterback. We heard that there were a few Gladewater players that are out of the game tonight for disciplinary reasons, and one of them could be the quarterback. So, again, Nick Johnson is the QB. He's going to be in the shotgun this time. Has one back with him in the backfield. Twins to the left. Here's a handoff. It goes to the fullback. Fullback going to the right. That's to the 40, down to about the 35. A gain of 7 on the play for Charles Gordon.
Yeah, when they brought a man in motion out to the left side, and our defense shifted to our right, and they ran to their right, which we were a little short-handed out there. Good run on their part.
Nick Johnson, the quarterback. He comes over to the sideline to get the call from the Gladewater coaching staff. Gladewater with a nice drive here. They have it 2nd and 3 now at the Carthage 35-yard line. 7:30 to go in the first quarter, no score. Johnson's in the gun. Snap back to him. And now they hand off to the fullback. Fullback going right, and he's wrapped up pretty quickly there after about a 1-yard gain to the 34-yard line. First, let's see, a 1-yard pickup, make it 3rd down and 2 now.
Couldn't tell who that was on the tackle. Dustin, who was that that stood him up out there?
Yeah. Bulldogs, Gladewater just really ran the ball a lot this year, and they're kind of going with more of a spread look with this different quarterback. They're getting in 4 wide, and they're getting in 3 wide, and then kind of got in the eye. But usually they kind of get with a two backfield and tied in with the receiver. But they're kind of getting in a little spread look here.
Okay, Johnson now got the I formation behind him. Johnson under center, hands off to the tailback, left side, 30, 25, down close to the 20-yard line. Going to be another first down for the Gladewater Bears at about the 21.
Oh, yeah, that was a good run again on their part. You can tell they're pumped up. And the score is 0-0 here in the first quarter, but Gladewater's trying to threaten first.
All right, we've got someone from Gladewater listening who sent a text to Mark. 1st and 10 for Gladewater at the Carthage 21-yard line. And the text was about a couple of players who are out for disciplinary reasons. All right, snap back to Johnson. He fumbles the snap, picks it back up, throws over the middle. It is tipped and incomplete down at the 15-yard line. Incomplete pass, and there is a flag that comes in. This could be interference against the Bulldogs.
There's 2 Bulldogs there in coverage. Looked like one of them tipped it in front, and so that, that time if you tip it, I don't think it is a penalty. Just depends on what they say here. We've got 6:12 left in the first quarter. 0-0. Gladewater is inside the 20, and they're going to touch. But that ball was tipped right before we got to the player, so I don't know what they'll call on this. Let's see what he says. He must be mic'd, but not into our system, Larry.
Okay, no flag. They pick up the flag, so it's an incomplete pass. That is the first Gladewater pass of the night. Remember, you heard Coach Surratt saying on Pigskin Preview that they like to throw it about 90% of the time. Johnson is the quarterback. He's going to be in the gun. He's got the fullback with him, Charles Gordon, who normally lines up as a fullback, with him in the backfield. Snap back to Johnson. Johnson this time, play action fake hands, takes it himself up the middle, down to the 20, 15, 10. Fumbled. Inside the 10, there's a fumble, but Gladewater's going to get it at the 8-yard line.
Well, they just good play on their part again. Their blocking schemes are working right now, or we're not filling our holes like we should.
So for another that's a 14-yard gain there. And now Gladewater has it 1st and goal at the Carthage 8. 1st and goal at the Bulldog 8-yard line. In the first quarter, midway through the quarter, 6 minutes to go. Gladewater 1st and goal at our 8. Here's Johnson handing off to the tailback. He hurdles one tackler and gets down to about the 5.
Yeah, he didn't have much place to go, and he had to hurdle over one of his blockers who was stood up in the hole, but did get positive territory. Let's see if we can sink our teeth in right here and stop them.
2nd and goal at the 5, and pardon me for not giving you the exact ball carrier's name, but the Gladewater numbers are extremely difficult to see. Incidentally, they're wearing black pants, an orange jersey, black numbers trimmed in white, and they come up to the line of scrimmage. It is now 2nd and goal for Gladewater at the 5-yard line. Snap back to Johnson. Johnson hands off to the running back. He's going to his right. He is inside the 5, but pushed back as he gets to about the 3. Maybe it's the 4. It's going to be a 1-yard gain to the 4.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even really gain about a half a yard, Larry, really. Our defense stood up everybody at the line of scrimmage there. So maybe the defense is fixing to bow up right here. 4:53 left in the first quarter. No score.
All right, it's 3rd and goal at the 4. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line for Gladewater. They have it at the Bulldog 4 after a drive that started on their own 20 following a 20-yard Bulldog punt. Let's see what they dial up here. 3rd down and goal from the 4. Johnson's going to go under center. He's got the I formation behind him, 2 wideouts to the right, tight end left. Johnson under center, hands off to the running back, going to his left, and he's going to beat our guy to the end zone, and he's in for a touchdown. All right, they score on a 4-yard run, and Gladewater takes the lead. 4:21 to go in the first.
Yeah, we had everybody packed in right inside the tackles, and he made one move and went to the outside, and there wasn't an outside linebacker or safety there to get him. They were there late. So Gladewater gets on the board first.
Gladewater leads at 6-0. Extra point attempt to come. Their kicker is Charles Gordon. He's a straight-on kicker. Here's the kick, and it is good. No, it's no good. He missed it to the left. He missed that left upright, and it's 6-0 Gladewater, 4:21 to play in the first quarter.
I'm Danny Cole with Marshall Toyota. Looking for a good used car? Check out our great selection of Toyota certified used vehicles with financing as low as 2.9%. These vehicles carry a 160-point inspection to Toyota's strict conditions and standards, include a 12-month, 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty, 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, 1-year roadside assistance, Carfax history report, and price to fit any budget. New or used, we've got them every day at Marshall Toyota.
Just-in-Time Sanitation Services has just what you need for residential, construction, commercial, oil field, and special events. From portable toilets to roll-off dumpsters, storage containers, holding tanks, and hand-washing stations, Just-in-Time Sanitation can help. Dial 903-693-9991. Our commitment is to serve you. Serving all of East Texas and Western Louisiana, Just-in-Time Sanitation Service has what you need to keep it clean and functioning. 903-693-9991. It will be done just in time.
Henderson 7, Gilmer nothing in the first quarter.
All right, and here is Gladewater 7, Carthage nothing. First quarter, 4:21 to go. Here's the kickoff, and it is a fairly short kick. Tasker Shannon from the 23 up to the 25, 30, 35, still on his feet, and out to about the 40-yard line. So once again, we've got good field position. We started the first drive at the 39. This time it'll be at our 41.
Yeah, he got that ball at about the 25-yard line. Most of the time, you'll see a guy throw his hand up, but Tasker brought it up and got to the outside a little bit, turned at the numbers and went out of bounds. So it gives us good field position. We trail 6-0 with 4:14 left in the first quarter.
If you just joined us, we took the opening kickoff, 24-yard run on the first play from Tevin Pipkin, picked up a first down. We then stalled, 20-yard punt. Down to their 20-yard line, they drove it 80 yards and scored. All right, Bogan shoots under center, ball on the right hash at our 41 with twins to the left and one receiver, Michi Bowman, to the right. Tight end right, handoff Pipkin. Pipkin left side, and he gets 2 tough yards out to about the 42-yard line. Make it to 43.
Yeah, good defensive push there by Gladewater. They're playing, they know who they're playing, and we usually handled them in the last few years, and I'm sure that most of our opponents are playing up like they do the Cowboys. 3:50 left, 6-0 first quarter. Gladewater's ahead.
Okay, that's just a 1-yard gain to the 42. All right, Dustin, we'll go down to you after this next play. Get your thoughts on what it's down like down on the sideline. All right, here's Chor going left, gets the handoff, and he is going to be hit. Nice one-on-one tackle there for Gladewater, and Chor picks up nothing on second down. Okay, Dustin, down to you.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, Gladewater had a lot of rushing yards there, 80-yard drive, and we just weren't, a lot of pulling guards, pulling tackles, little counter, little trap. We weren't recognizing it like our linebackers are overflowing, but they just were winning the battle in the trenches, and we kind of come out flat on defense, and we're not looking too good here on offense, but we got to come out here and control these lines of scrimmage. That's what the game's going to be won.
All right, that was no gain, so it's 3rd and 9 from our 42. Snap back to Bogan, shoots in the gun. Bogan shoots, looks left. He throws. It is tipped and incomplete off the hands of Clint Cage down at the Gladewater 42-yard line. Pass was a little high, but Clint did get his hands on it, couldn't control it.
Yeah, and usually when you have that situation, when you can get your hands on it, most of the time you're supposed to make that catch. But he was frustrated. You could tell that he didn't make that catch. So Gladewater will get the ball back. We're going to punt 6-0. They're ahead here in the first quarter.
All right, 42-yard line. Our 42 is the line of scrimmage for this punt. Major Harris, the deep snapper. We await the snap. Here's a waist-high snap. Rugby kick. Hits at the 35, across the 30, across the 25, and down to the 20-yard line. That's exactly what that rugby kick is intended to do, to give you some roll and give your guys a chance to get down there and cover it. We got 15 yards of roll on that punt that wound up being for 38 yards.
14-0, Henderson over Gilmer. Gilmer has turned it over twice deep in their own territory.
All right, thanks for those updates, whoever is sending those along to us. First down and 10 now for Gladewater at the Gladewater 20-yard line. First and 10 for Gladewater at their 20. If you just joined us, Gladewater took a 20-yard punt earlier in this quarter, drove it 80 yards, all of it on the ground, and scored on a 4-yard run. All right, Nick Johnson filling in for the usual quarterback, gets the snap. He wants to throw it over the middle. This one is incomplete, and here's a flag coming in at the 38-yard line.
That ball was not catchable. That ball was well overthrown, and so I'll see if they'll wave this off, because if Tasker would have been watching the ball, he'd have intercepted it. He looked like he just didn't. He was watching the football player run the ball, because he looked like he was going to steal that ball.
You're exactly right. Excuse me for interrupting you, but great call.
But I don't think it was catchable. It was thrown. That bull wouldn't even got to it, and they're still discussing it down there. Let's see what happens.
It's going to be pass interference against the Bulldogs.
I'm surprised Surratt's not. Well, what are they doing? They're not doing anything.
Well, they're going to mark it off from the 20. We're backed up. It's going to be 15 yards. I don't see Scott. I thought he'd be way out there on the field complaining about that one, but it is 15 yards against the Bulldogs, and that moves it now to the Gladewater 35. If you've just joined us, Gladewater leading at 6-0 here, 2:36 to play in the first quarter. All right, Nick Johnson in the gun once again. Snap back to Johnson, hands off to the running back. Running back going to his right, and he's lucky to get a couple of yards that time. He did get 2, but Bulldogs did a good job of limiting the yardage there.
McCain on the tackle. Is Dakota Hart out there? Yeah, I see him. Okay. Dakota, now, when he's healthy, he's plenty tough. Last year, he and Justin Williams were the most improved players during the year.
Defensive line for the Bulldogs, and they're all out there. Chad Adams to Hart, Ware, and Mario McCain. So a 4-man defensive front for the Bulldogs. It is now 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8 for Gladewater at their own 37. Johnson, the quarterback, is under center. I formation behind him. And he had no play action fake. He rolls to his right, being pressured. He throws it, and it's incomplete. Great pressure there by Justin Williams, our linebacker. In fact, he put Johnson on the turf, and the pass is incomplete.
And he had to throw that ball before he wanted to. The man was open, but he had to throw it before he wanted to, and it was overthrown. And Justin did his job there. I guess he was blitzing from his linebacker position. 1:45 left first quarter, 6-0 Gladewater.
We sure miss Ricky Ingram and Philip Burns tonight. I don't know where those young men are. They very well may be listening to the ball game, out with injuries. And, fellas, we sure miss you. 2 linebackers. Ricky, a starter. He also was a wideout offensively, a receiver. Here's a low snap to Johnson. He gets it. Throws. It is picked up by Williams at the 45, back to the 40, 35, 30, still on his feet, 25, 20. He may score. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Justin Williams, a 45-yard interception return.
You know, he is a running back for us, a backup, and you could tell he's got running skills. He followed his blockers down the sidelines. The only thing is he almost stumbled a couple of times on his own, but that puts the Bulldogs on the board now, a little breathing a little better here, trying here for the extra point with 1:32 left first quarter.
All right, the Bulldogs line up in the swinging gate formation. Again, a 45-yard interception return by Justin Williams. And the Bulldogs have tied it up here with 1:32 to play in the first quarter. Major Harris, the deep snapper. Tasker Shannon is our holder. Good snap, a good hold. The kick is away, and this one is no good. He missed it to the left also, so 2 missed extra points to the left, and it's 6-6 after a minute, with 1:32 to go in the first. Back from Gladewater right after this.
If you don't have an oil well, you need to get one. So Ricky and Casey Bagley at Bagley Well Services can help you take care of it. Bagley Well Services is a complete service, hookups, pipelines, maintenance, backhoe, dozer, and pipe hauling. Bagley Well Service, one call does it all. 903-622-4122. So if you have an oil well, let Bagley Well Services do the work for you. 903-622-4122.
Carthage Discount Tire and Brake, located at West Panola and Charles Thomas Parkway, has the right tires for your vehicle. The right tires that will give you that smooth ride and save you fuel costs at the same time. Stop by today and let the expert staff at Carthage Discount Tire and Brake assist you. Choose from Michelin or BF Goodrich. They also offer a full auto repair shop with state-of-the-art computerized equipment. For more information, go to their website at carthagediscounttire.com. Every vehicle rides smoother with a new set of tires.
All right, we return to Jack Murphy Bear Stadium in Gladewater, Texas. 6-6 is the score. Each team has missed an extra point, and on both occasions, the kick was wide to the left. Okay, Dustin, we'll go down to you after this kickoff to get your thoughts on the Bulldogs.
You know, this is a nice stadium we're in, Jack Murphy Stadium. It's built kind of down in a bowl, and the press box is kind of sitting on top of the hill, and this is really a nice place, a nice press box.
All right, here's the kickoff by Jimmy Gonzalez, and it's a high end-over-end kick that's going to come down. Oh, they fumbled it at the 20-yard line. It is on the ground, and Gladewater comes up with it at the 21. Okay, Dustin, down to you quickly.
He may be
throwing there on that second possession more than they did the first. You know, as much success as they had to run the ball, I kind of stuck with that. But, you know, it kind of woke us up, you know. I think that's our first defensive touchdown of the year for our defense, and they did a great job by Justin Williams and had some blockers in front of him, fought in the end zone. But, you know, we kind of had to wake up. You know, last year we faced Spring Hill last game of the year in district play, and we didn't do too good, and we finally woke up and got things going. So maybe that's what happened here tonight. But you don't want to get behind a team like this.
All right, Nick Johnson, the quarterback, is under center at his own 21. Hands off to the running back up the middle, and hit hard as he gets just to the line of scrimmage, and he is pushed back. Several Bulldogs there on the tackle.
That was either Callaway or who else, or Justin Williams. No, he's on this side. No, that was
DK Callaway and Trent Jackson.
Yeah, they hit him hard. They keep doing that. He won't tiptoe through there.
All right, that's a 1-yard gain. They give him 1 yard to the 22. It is 2nd and 9 for Gladewater at their own 22-yard line. Again, DK Callaway starting in place of the injured Ricky Ingram, and Ingram's backup, Philip Burns. Not only Ingram, but his backup, Burns, was injured last week against Henderson. All right, this Johnson this time is in the gun. Snap back to him. Hands off to the running back up the middle, and he is stopped at about the 26-yard line, a gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, on the play there, it looks like Callaway again from his linebacker position was in on the tackle, and maybe Dakota Hart, the way he was thrown around down there. But, yeah, you know, Philip Burns played a lot. Even though he was a backup, he played a whole lot. And both of them going down really odd, especially Ingram. He was running the ball when it was the kickoff back, and it looked like he was a normal tackle. But somehow we have a timeout on the field. Oh, it's the end of the first quarter. The score is 6-6. This is KGS. We'll be back for the second quarter.
Are you or a loved one suffering from a life-limiting illness? Let Heart's Way Hospice be there for you. Our experienced and compassionate team of nurses, social workers, home health aides, and chaplains will help guide you through the difficult days ahead. For more information, please call our office in Carthage, 903-690-9924. You will not walk alone with Heart's Way Hospice.
This is Walter Sparks at XL Ford in Carthage. For the best selection of cars and trucks in the Arklatex, power, performance, economy, there's nothing like a Ford. XL Ford in Carthage has the best parts service department in the Arklatex. If you haven't driven a Ford lately, let me personally invite you to come by and take a test drive. Check us out on the internet. We will match or beat any deal in the Arklatex. Still on the South Loop and still #1. God bless America and Semper Fi.
All right, we start the second quarter, a 6-6 tie here at Gladewater. Gladewater with the football. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5. 3rd and 5 for the Bears at their own 26-yard line. Again, the latest score we heard
14-7 now.
14-7 Henderson
Now,
leads.
is there any way that the point spread would come into play, Larry?
Oh, I can't think through that on the air right here. I tried doing that a few weeks ago, and I've made a mess of it, so I'm not going to try again right now.
The Rangers are tied 2-2 at the bottom of the 3rd.
Oh, let's go Rangers.
Boy, that was a good game at the end last night.
Oh, my gosh.
Even though Texas got beat, they were both hammering at each other.
Third down and 5 for Gladewater as we start the second quarter. Gladewater now going left to right here in the second stanza. Third down and 5 at their own 26. Snap back to Johnson in the gun. Johnson this time keeps it himself. Has running room 30, 35, 40. He breaks it. 50, one man to go. That's Shannon for 35, 30. And Tasker Shannon knocks him out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he got to the outside. Don't we have a hanky? Is it a hanky down there? I guess not.
No, it's not.
Must be a towel of some kind, but he got to the outside. There was nobody there, and Shannon was the only guy left to get him. He had an angle on him. And that's just a good play on their part.
49-yard run for Nick Johnson. Takes it all the way down to the Carthage 25-yard line. 49 yards there for Gladewater on that run. And it is 1st and 10 for Gladewater at the Carthage 25. Johnson under center this time. Hands off to the running back going up the middle. And he is pushed back after a 3-yard gain to the 22.
Yeah, Jackson on the tackle there. But what they're doing, they're putting a man out in the slot, and our linebacker's going out there. So that's pulling one of our linebackers away. And then they've got more men in there than we do. And so we've got to figure a way to get through their blocking schemes.
2nd and 7 for Gladewater at the Carthage 22-yard line. Well, I tell you what, if you look at the total yardage right now, it is overwhelmingly in favor of Gladewater. But luckily for the Dogs, we have one big defensive play, and it was a biggie, a 45-yard interception return for a touchdown by Justin Williams. 2nd down and 7 for Gladewater at the Dog 22. Ball on the right hash. Handoff goes to the running back going to his right, and he stopped at about the 19 after a gain of 3 more.
Yeah, Williams on the tackle, along with Dominic Collins from the cornerback's position. So it's going to be third and pretty good chunk for them with 10:47 left in the first half. The score 6-6 here in Gladewater.
Total yardage 135 to 22 in favor of the Gladewater Bears right now, as they have been moving it pretty effectively against the Bulldog defense. It's now 3rd down, but they had that one big turnover that went the distance, a pick 6 for Justin Williams. 3rd down and 4 now for Gladewater at our 19. Johnson in the gun, snap back to him, hands off to the running back, and the running back fumbles. It's on the ground. It's picked up by one of the Dogs. Another turnover for Gladewater, and we have it at our own 19-yard line. That was returned by Dominic Collins.
And that was almost a return for a touchdown. That had one guy there to get him. If not, he was, well, I don't know how he might outrun everybody, but he was out there in the right flat by himself and with one guy, and one guy drug him down. So thank goodness for turnovers.
So a turnover for the Gladewater Bears, their second of the ball game, as they had some momentum again. It appeared they might be going in for a touchdown that would give them the lead, but they turn it over. 2 turnovers for Gladewater, and we have it now back, and it's at our own 19. The ball on the left hash. Bogan shoots under center. I formation, handoff Pipkin up the middle. And let's see, he bounces loose, 20, 25, 30. He may go. He's to the 40, 45, midfield, 45, and pushed out of bounds by one of the Bears at the Gladewater 37-yard line.
He came up through the left part of the line, cut to the outside, and that guy pushed him, y'all. And when he pushed him, he pushed him so hard, he rolled and flipped and come back up on his feet. But not before a great gain for Pipkin here on the second quarter when we're tied 6-6. But you know, Larry, when you have a football team that you studied their quarterback and all of a sudden they start another one, you don't know what that one can do, and that's sometimes can hurt you.
43 yards for Pipkin on that carry. Now down to the Gladewater 38. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Bear 38. 10:04 to play in the first half. Here's Bogenschutz, throws to the right to Pope. He's got it 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and he's out of bounds. And let's see, they're going to mark it at about the 25-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, he just threw a quick out there. He rolled around and caught it, and there was just one blocker out there is all there was, and he didn't make the block the way he should have. He might have gone for a touchdown, but nevertheless, a real good play.
Bogenschutz now 1 out of 3 for 12 yards. That's his first completion of the night. 1st and 10 Dogs at the Bear 26. 6-6 tie here. I formation behind Bogenschutz. Pitch out goes to Pipkin. Pipkin going to the right, and he's going to get about a yard on the play. That was not a good pitch by Bogenschutz. It was sort of a rainbow type pitch, and Pipkin had to lean down to come up with it. And we're really sort of fortunate that he was able to get it cleanly, and he does pick up 2.
Yeah, he messed his timing up, but he did go forward. That's what we count on him.
All right, we'll give him 3 down to the 18. It's 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line of Gladewater. All right, Bogan shoots in the gun, snap back to him, throwing left, looking left. He's throwing for Pope, and it's going to be over his head. Pope had 3 steps on the defender down at the goal line, but he threw it too far, and it'll be 3rd down coming up.
Well, that means we know we can get that play later. Pope ran a down and out, and our other one went down and in and left Pope wide open there. He just threw the ball a little bit up over his head. 9:18 left in the first half. 6-6 is the score.
It's 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 for Carthage at the Gladewater 23. It's at the 23. 3rd down and 7. The ball is on the right hash. I would expect if we don't pick it up here, we'll go for it. It'd be about a 40-yard field goal. All right, Bogan shoots under center. Here's a play-action fake. Rolls to his right. Got great protection. He throws, and this one is a diving catch inside the 10-yard line. A great catch down there, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Dogs.
Yeah, Pope went down the sidelines and then did a hook at the numbers to the outside, and the ball was already coming. He had to fall down almost to catch it, but he did. Another good play.
All right, 15-yard pickup to Pope down to the 8. It's 1st and goal Carthage at the Gladewater 8 with 9:08 to play in the first half. Fast-moving first half. 6-6 tie. I formation behind Bogan shoots tight end left. Ball on the right hash. Handoff Pipkin. Pipkin up the middle, and he's down to about the 6. Stop there. Okay, Dustin, down to you quickly before this next play.
He must not have heard
a little off in this right now, but Blake seems to be a little bit off. He kind of overthrew Pope. He was wide open, on that little that flag route there in the end zone. It's kind of hard to miss Pope. He just seemed a little bit off. He threw, kind of really too high to Clint. Clint shouldn't have caught one, but he just seems to be off a little bit. He had that bad pitch on the sweep play, but we're down here at the goal line. We need to score in the red zone.
2nd down and goal at the Gladewater 7. 2-step drop throws toward the end zone and behind Shannon. And again, you said he's just a little bit off. Shannon got both hands on it, but he was just a little bit behind Shannon, and it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 7.
Yeah, he was running a slant, and the ball was just enough behind him where he couldn't get both hands. I think he just got one on it, but we're going to go for it here. 3rd down. 8:22 left first half. 6-6 the score.
3rd down and goal for the Dogs at the Bear 7-yard line. All right, this time we're going to send Pope wide out to the right, and we've got Shannon going to the left. We've got an offset to the left in the backfield. All right, the lob in the end zone for Pope, and it's over his head and out of bounds, and it's going to bring up 4th down and goal from the 7.
And it's overthrown again, we've got a sophomore quarterback. You've got to realize he's 15 years old, and last week he played a heck of a ball game against a really good team. He's just a little off here in the first half. Thank goodness they gave us a turnover. Now we're going to kick the field goal to go ahead in this ball game.
All right, so Gonzalez comes in. Remember, he missed the extra point at this same end of the stadium right here. Missed the extra point. Oh, no, excuse me. It was at the other end of the stadium. My correction. All right, this will be just a slight angle back to the right. It's going to wind up being a 24-yard field goal attempt. We await the snap. High snap. Shannon gets it down. The kick is on the way, and this one is no good. He missed it again to the left. He's missed twice to the left as he pulled that one to the left. It's no good, and we're still tied at 6-6.
Yeah, and we just don't look in sync, and that was one of the things the coaches were worried about, is that we got so high last week playing Henderson, our rival, for one thing, and they're ranked was another thing. It got us all worked up. Just hope our defense can slow this running attack down, because right now they have not stopped it yet. They fumbled themselves.
All right, the Bulldogs without the field goal. Still in a tie here, 8:15 to go in the first half. And let's see, Nick Johnson, the quarterback, is going to go under center here for the Bears. And this time, step straight drop back. He flutters a pass up in the air, and this one is picked off by Pope. at the 45, back to the 40, 35, flag on the play for a bad block. He's trying to go to the middle of the field, now to the 30, 25, and he is going to be stopped at the 25-yard line. There has to be a flag against us, but we will have the football because it'll be post-possession as we come up with our third turnover of the night.
Thank goodness for turnovers, and tonight they're apple turnovers because we sure need them. It's 6-6 to score, and there's 7 minutes left here in the first half. And we haven't really looked good on either side of the ball. Kicking teams not look good. We just got to get. We say, Dustin.
Yeah, and one thing we need to work on, we have way too many blocks in the backs, on pass plays last week. One there, I mean, if you can't get position on a guy, you just need to take your hands off of him and not even attempt to block and just go down the next guy because, we're probably going to lose about 30, 35 yards there on that block in the back after, a decent return by Edward Pope. We kind of, we're just shooting ourselves in the foot, not getting down there in the red zone scoring, and that fade route to Edward by Blake, it was way too long. It was about 5 yards out of bounds. He threw it. He just seems to be real off tonight. I don't know what it has to do with the cold weather, if he can't grip the ball good or his hands are cold or what, but we're just doing a bad job of hurting ourselves, shooting ourselves in the foot, but we need to go out and get some more points, kind of calm down. I know Coach Robinson's taught defense. He said we're going to calm down, and we're not going to think about this. We're just going to go out there and play football.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Dogs at our own 46, and that's after the 10-yard penalty. And, of course, as Dustin said, we would have had the football in much better field position because he did have about a 15-yard return. Okay, they're faking the blitz. Bogenschutz may be changing the play here. He's in the gun. We've got 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. And Pipkin with Bogenschutz in the backfield. Here they come with the blitz. Bogenschutz rolling to his right. He throws to the right, and it is incomplete. Boy, someone should have been open them because they were coming with the blitz, but it goes over the head of Pope, and it's incomplete, 2nd and down and 10 here.
And then coaches on Gladewater side just figured out, this is a sophomore quarterback, so let's get after him and make him do something. But the only thing to me that I've seen we do good tonight is we've run the ball pretty well. I mean, Tevin's run the ball. When he's gotten to run it, he's done a very good job. We may all just go back to smash mouth football.
2nd and 10 now for Carthage at the Carthage 46. Bogenschutz under center, twins to the left, 1 to the right. And Pipkin is the tailback. Gladewater, a lot of guys in the box. Hand off Pipkin. Pipkin up the middle, 50. And he is down to about the Gladewater 47. Now, when they've got a lot of guys in the box, boy, if you break it past the line of scrimmage like Luke Turner did it a couple of weeks ago against us, you can have a lot of open field in the secondary. That time he picks up about 7 yards.
Same thing with that Lindale quarterback. You remember we did the same thing with him. He broke through the line of scrimmage, and there was nobody there to get him. You live and die by the blitz. If they're going to blitz, then there's a chance that we get loose.
7-yard gain for Tevin. And quietly, he's got 82 yards now on 7 carries. Of course, he had those 2 big ones that really helped his total. 3rd and 3 for the Dogs. Here's a play-action fake. Big rush, complete to Cage. Cage to the 45. Cage inside the 45. And holding onto the football as he's pushed out of bounds with a first down at the Gladewater 42.
It looks like he's enough for a first down.
Yeah, it is a first down. Okay, a 5-yard pickup on that pass play. And you mentioned Blake being just a little bit off tonight. He is now 3 out of 9. 3 of 9. Now, that's not his usual percentage. He was about 65% last week. 3 of 9 for 32 yards. All right, ball on the left hash as we go right to left here in the second quarter. 2-2 tie. Here's a play-action fake. Bogenschutz going to throw it deep down the near side. No, down the middle of the field. Complete to Pope inside the 15. Down to about the 11-yard line. A long completion from Bogenschutz to Pope.
Well, he faked up the middle. He faked a little reverse around it. I saw the defense react to that, and then Pope got behind him. And that time he threw a pretty good pitch. With 6:39 left, 66 to score, but we're threatening.
All right, 30-yard pass play to Ed Pope. Moves it down to the Gladewater 12-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Bear 12 with 6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And a timeout is called by Gladewater. We'll take a break also here at Jack Murphy Stadium.
Time to get back to the routine of fall activities, school, athletic events, band, all those exciting times, and make stopping at the filling station one of those routines. Stop by before school for some delicious breakfast burritos, biscuits with egg and sausage, and freshly made breakfast toasters. We always have those wonderful Crispitos, and while you're there, pick up lunch items. Our deli has corn dogs, fried chicken, pizza sticks, chicken tenders, potato logs, as well as barbecue and chicken sandwiches. The filling station, located at 1107 West Sabine. We hope to see you soon.
At Citizens Bank in Carthage, we want you to not only feel like a customer, but like one of our extended family. Citizens Bank would like to help you build that dream home, buy a first home, or relocate to a larger residence. The friendly loan staff at Citizens Bank can make those dreams come true. Come by our Carthage location and speak to Sonia Hathorn about your options. Citizens Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
'Cause we stand for your success.
All right, first and goal for the Bulldogs at the Bear 12-yard line. Is that the 12? We've got 6:31 to play in the first half, 6-6 tie. Both teams have missed an extra point. Bogan shoots under center for the Dogs, and we have our bunch formation where we have three receivers pretty close together over on the left side. Here's a pitch out to Pipkin. Pipkin going left. Pipkin grabbed and stopped for no gain. Boy, we've had good success with that formation going to the left, but no gain there.
Well, that number 27 shot through there as a linebacker or as a defensive back. Somebody missed their block is what happened. So most of the time they seal off. Somebody was supposed to seal off, and nobody sealed him off. He got free reign at the running back. 6 minutes left in the half, 6-6 Carthage and Gladewater.
All right, second down and 10. Second and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball on the left hash. Second and 10 at the Gladewater 12-yard line. Again, the bunch formation, and those three receivers are on the left. We've got Pope split out to the right. Here's Bogan shoots, pitch out, Pipkin going left, trying to go left, and hemmed in and stopped for a 1-yard gain that time. Boy, Gladewater did a good job for the second time.
Well, at Chalk Talk, if y'all need to start coming to Chalk Talk because you learned a lot there, we had 3 or 4 plays we can run out of this. Depends on how the defense lines up. We run to the right on this in that particular formation if everything lines up on the defensive side of the ball.
All right, so 2 runs by Pipkin to the left in the bunch formation and no gain. It's now third down and 10 for Carthage. In fact, we lost a half yard there. 3rd and 10 at the Gladewater 12, and we have 7 seconds left on the play clock. Now down to 5-4. Bogan shoots up to the line of scrimmage under center. He needs to hurry. 2-1, and we have to burn a timeout or we're going to have a penalty. Back from Jack Murphy Stadium right after this.
Hello, this is Melinda Leslie with Copper Falls & Company, a full-service jewelry and gift store located on the Carthage Square. We also buy gold and silver. Gold has never been this high. Take advantage of these high prices. Come by to see us. Let us weigh your gold and silver, make you an offer. You're under no obligation. We understand that a lot of people want to save their jewelry in a lockbox for their children or grandchildren, but usually they have their own jewelry to wear. So why not sell your gold, take a trip, enjoy life? It's way too short. Give us a call, 903-693-9944.
What's your biggest concern when the weather is cold? A problem with your heater or electrical system? Well, Hal and Bruce Whitaker are the names you know and trust to calm your fears. Hal and Bruce at Hal's AC and Electric know electricity. They'll help you stay warm and keep your systems running properly. Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or oil-filled work, Hal's AC and Heating is the one to call at 903-693-7451. Quick, dependable service. They sell Amana, Train, and Goodman, but service all brands. Hal and Bruce Whitaker, the names that you know and trust.
All right, the Bulldogs break the huddle after using a timeout, and they come up again to the line of scrimmage here at the Gladewater 12-yard line. It's now 3rd and 10 at the 12. All right, we've got 2 receivers to the right. Here's Bogan shoots, looking right. He throws right into the end zone, and this one is incomplete to Tasker Shannon.
Yeah, and Tasker, the ball was thrown straight over his head, and you could tell he was looking straight up, and it made him turn back to the outside, and it hit his hands. That was not a well-thrown ball. So, I mean, he did the best he could out of it. He tried to switch his shoulders and just couldn't get it done. We're back in to kick the field goal.
All right, let's see. Remember, we have missed an extra point wide to the left. We've missed a field goal to the left. This is going to be put at the 20-yard line. This angle is going to be back to the right. Angle back to the right, a 30-yard field goal attempt by Jimmy Gonzalez We await the snap. Good snap. Ball is on the tee. The kick is away. This one looks better right here, and it is good. 30-yard field goal by Jimmy Gonzalez gives Carthage a 9-6 lead. 4:48 to play in the first half. We'll return to Gladewater right after this.
Are you tired of being just another policy number? Call Tate Barber at State Farm, where we still believe in the old version of the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. If trustworthy service is as important to you as it is to him, then go by today. They don't want to just write your insurance. They want to take the time to customize a policy to fit your individual insurance needs and become your agent and friend for life. Call Tate Barber today at State Farm, 903-693-7555.
HEB is your hometown and neighborhood grocery store where you'll always find friendly faces, affordable prices, and quality products. HEB in Carthage has the finest produce and meat combined with trustworthy brands to keep your grocery bill low. Why waste your time and gas going out of town when your local HEB has everything that you need at prices that you'll love? HEB in Carthage. Here, everything is better.
Well, the Bulldogs, you heard Coach Scott Surratt say he's been concerned about our play on the road. You think about it, at Lindale, didn't play well there, didn't play well at Pittsburgh, and so played hard, as he said, but not great at Gilmer. And we've had tough going here in the first half. Gladewater, I'm sure, still has the edge in total yardage right now. Here's the kick by Gonzalez, and this is a sky kick, and they're going to call for the fair catch, and they make it, sort of stumbling backwards at their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, I know he was scared of that, but, really, Larry, those games that we played good in the first half. The second half of those games, we played very well. So, one thing I can say about these set of coaches, whatever situation we've been in since they've been here, in the second half, they correct it. And so that's what we're hoping is going to happen tonight, defensively and offensively.
All right, Johnson, the quarterback. The new quarterback is under center. I formation right behind him. Hand off to the fullback. Oh, I tell you what, I'm glad someone got a hand on him because he was about to pick up some big yardage, but the fullback was tackled after a gain of about 5 yards.
And it was in kind of a shoestring. We couldn't tell it was. It was a bunch of people standing around, playing, so you couldn't tell who made that tackle. We got 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the half. We're ahead 9-6, and so far we've not looked very well.
Okay, 5-yard gain, and it's going to be second down. We'll give him a 6-yard gain. 6-yard gain there. It is now 2nd and 4 for Gladewater at their own 39. 2nd and 4 at their 39. Johnson under center, hands off to the running back, going to his right, now cuts back up the middle, and is out close to the 45-yard line with a first down.
And Dakota Hart hit him hard, but not before he had enough yards for first down and put him on his back. So far we have just not been able to figure out their blocking schemes up front. And we've got all our beef out there that usually plays. So all of our starters are out there.
They've kept it mainly on the ground. They've attempted 3 passes, completed 2, but both of those were to the Bulldogs. Interceptions there, a 45-yard interception return, a pick 6 by Justin Williams, and the second interception by Ed Pope led to our field goal. So 2 interceptions have led to our 9 points. Here's Johnson, the quarterback, handing off to the fullback, straight ahead across midfield, and still on his feet, pushing Bulldogs down the field. Now we finally push him back, but he picks up 11 yards and another first down.
Yeah, they found a niche that they can go after. Incidentally, the score still is 14-7 Henderson, but Henderson had a field goal blocked. And then now St. Louis is ahead of the Rangers 3-2.
All right, 1st and 10 for Gladewater at the Bulldog 44. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Bulldog 44-yard line. All right, Justin, we're going to go down to you after this next play and see if you can help us figure out how to stop this running attack for Gladewater. All right, Johnson under center. And Johnson this time hands off to the running back, and this time we bottled him up pretty good. That's going to be 2 yards. Okay, Dustin, to you.
Well, yeah, now they're kind of going back to what they've done all year long, where they go quarterback under center with the eye back, 2 receivers, kind of run the dive to the fullback. They kind of really stand our guys up and letting the running back go in there. If there's not a hole there, he can kind of bounce it outside. But, we got to win this game in the trenches. That's where most of your games are won, or just about everyone. If you can control that line of scrimmage, get pressure on the quarterback for pass or stop the run, you got a good chance. But we need to step it up here. We don't need to let them score for half with 2:47 left. Carthage lead 9-6 because they get the ball in the second half.
Brian Anderson in there, spelling Mario McCain. Okay, here's the handoff to the fullback. Fullback going left. He's across the 40 and then pushed back as he gets to our 38 after a gain of 4 more.
Yeah, they had a good push on the offensive line again at that point. We did have a guy hit him at the line of scrimmage, but tried to arm tackle him, and he got out of the arm tackle. Callaway finally brought him down. 3rd down now with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. It's 9-6. We're clinging to a small lead.
Okay, we'll give him a gain of 3, and we'll call it at the Bulldog 39. 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5 for a short 5 for Gladewater at the Carthage 39-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 2 minutes. Carthage up by a field goal. Johnson under center, and he keeps it and pitches out now. Last second ball on the ground, and I think the Gladewater man recovered it. Yes, it was on the ground there, and Gladewater comes up with a fumble recovery. It'll be a gain of 1 on the loose football.
Yeah, that was a new wrinkle. We hadn't seen that. He fakes up the middle. He kept it, went to his right. Looked like he was going to keep it, and also the last second pitched it. The pitch wasn't too good, and the ball player had to slow down to get it, and it got away from him, but he got it back. 128 and counting here in the first half, 9-6. We're clinging to a small lead here in Gladewater.
Okay, I think what they're going to do, they're going to let the play clock run down to take time off the clock so we don't have much time when we get it back, and then they're going to call a timeout with about a second left on the play clock, 5 seconds on the play clock, down to 3, 2, 1, and that's exactly what they do. They call timeout with 1:04 to go, and we'll take a break too.
9-6, Carthage.
You know Creel's, the Dish TV place. Now introducing Creel's AAA Wholesale Fence Company. The Creels have been serving the Carthage area for over 35 years. Call Creel's for all of your residential, commercial, and oil field fencing needs. Creel's can sell you the material at wholesale prices or provide full-line installation. Do-it-yourselfers and fence contractors are welcome. Don't forget to call Creel's, the Dish TV place, about Dish Network, DirecTV, or Hughes Internet for your home or business. Call today, 903-693-2722. 693-2722 for Creels. Courtney Construction of Carthage knows the oil field and pipeline business. Courtney Construction provides equipment and labor for pipeline jobs, facility installations and repairs, compressor installations, pit closures and reclamations. Courtney Construction can provide the equipment, personnel, and resources required to install up to 24-inch pipe. Courtney Construction has the labor, the equipment, and the know-how. So call 903-694-2911. Courtney Construction, Highway 79 North in Carthage.
All right, Gladewater apparently is going to kick it. They are lined up in punt formation at the Carthage 38. Of course, you got to watch for the fake here. We have no one really back deep. Now Pope dropping back deep, goes back to the 15-yard line. Here's a head-high snap, and he kicks it, and we're going to call for the fair catch, and Pope makes the fair catch at the 7.
Yeah, you don't know whether he should have just let that bounce because there wasn't very many Gladewater guys around, but if they could have done it at the 1, so I guess it was wise he did it. We've got quite a bit of real estate to cover, but we can do that with 57 seconds left.
So we have it at the 7. 57 seconds, as Mark said, left to go here in the first half, and the Bulldogs look like, despite not playing certainly our A game tonight, looks like we're going to escape with the lead here at halftime. 9-6 is the score. Both teams have scored 1 touchdown. Both teams missed an extra point on a kick that was wide to the left for each team. We've missed a field goal wide to the left, and we have a 30-yard field goal by Jimmy Gonzalez. All right, Bogan shoots is under center. We've got twins to the left, one to the right. Pipkin, the tailback, stands back at the goal line as the tailback. All right, here's the handoff to Pipkin. Pipkin going right to the 10. And stop there after a gain of about 3 yards. Let's see if Gladewater is inclined to stop the clock right here, or we're going to let it run here. 45 seconds and counting in the first half.
I believe I'd let it run if I was Gladewater, because if they call a timeout, then we got more time to score.
That's true. 2nd and 7 now from our 10-yard line. Bogan shoots, handoff Pipkin. Pipkin left side, 15-20, and to the 20-yard lines where he is stopped. And that's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs.
Pretty good run there. He probably puts him over 100 yards for the day. Quietly, he's done very well. And it's 26 seconds. Clock stop for the first down. We're back to the line of scrimmage, so we're going to run a play.
Okay, that's 10-yard gain for Pipkin to the 20. 95 yards now and 11 carries. Bogan shoots now in the gun, snap back to him. He's going to go over the middle. This one is incomplete, right in the hands of Pope. He should have had that one, and he dropped it at our 36.
Yes, sir. It hit him right in the bread basket, right where the hash marks are, and he dropped it. It was one of them kind when you're so open, that's why you miss it. 19 seconds left.
And I tell you what, had he come up with that was right in the middle of the field. He would have picked up some more yards after the catch. But as Mark points out, there's only 19 seconds left, and so you're getting to a situation here where you've only got time for just a few plays. Bogan shoots is going to be in the gun with two receivers split to each side. Snap back to Bogan shoots, handoff Pipkin, 25, 30, 35, 37, 14, 13 seconds left, and the clock stops while they move the chains.
And let's see what we could basically throw a half of a bomb here and maybe end up at the 25 or something, and maybe try to kick another field goal. But
okay, clock starts right now. That was a 16-yard game for Pipkin. Here's Bogan shoots, throwing once again. This is picked off at their 43, back to the 45, midfield, 45, 40, 35, and he is stopped at our 37-yard line with no time left on the clock. So an interception by Gladewater ends the first half, with Carthage leading by a score of 9-6. Now wait a minute. Hold everything.
Coach trying to say that, no, umpire says time's out.
Okay. That's the end of the half. Carthage leads at 9-6.
At First State Bank and Trust Company, we understand how important a dependable, independent bank is to growing families, farms, and businesses. That's the reason you'll find a level of respect and customer service here that is uncommon today. If that sounds like the kind of strong, can-do bank you're looking for, come let us show you more. A lot more. First State Bank and Trust Company, Carthage, deep in the heart of Panola County. Member FDIC.
Since 1951, Pippin Motor Company has been serving you, the residents of Panola and surrounding counties. Hi, I'm Will Blackwell, and I want to personally invite you to buy your next newer pre-owned vehicle from us. Quality GM products, top dollar for trade-ins, low interest rates, large rebates, and a no-pressure sales experience. What better place to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle? That's Pippin Motor Company across from Panola College, 693-6691, or on the web at pippinmotorcompany.com.
Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in downtown Carthage has what you need to make you feel better. Not only will Ken Turner Pharmacy fill your prescription promptly, they'll also deliver it to your door. That way you can stay in bed and get better. Whether it's medication you need or a special gift from our gift shop that no one else will have, stop by Ken Turner Pharmacy. Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in Carthage, where Carthage's finest tradition.
When it's time to grill in the backyard, you want to put your best foot forward. How do you do that? By shopping at Bill's Meat Market in Carthage. Bill has only the very best beef and pork. Steaks cut to your liking. Brisket, ribeye racks, tenderloins. And don't forget about that delicious sausage. All at Bill's Meat Market. Bill's Meat Market and Catering. 1317 West Panola. If you want that pat on the back for the best cooking in town, shop at Bill's in Carthage. Have you visited Carthage Furniture lately? Carthage Furniture is the huge store behind the car wash on West Panola. Monty Bacon and his fine staff offer you a large selection of Ashley and Lane recliners. With more than 40 in stock, you have a great selection of colors, styles, and sizes, starting at $2.99. Monty suggests you sit in the all-new high-back, wing-back Lane recliner, starting at just $2.99. For the big man, your recliner starting at only $5.99. Carthage Furniture, the huge store behind the car wash on West Panola.
We're back here. I've got the assistant band director, Mr. Aldridge, is here. He knows everything in the world that you could learn to need to know about a band. Good to have you.
Good to be here.
What y'all going to do tonight?
Oh, we're going to do more of the same. Keep doing what we've been doing. We did really well at our contest last weekend, straight ones, first division. We got another contest coming up a week from tomorrow. NAMB, the National Association of Military Marching Bands, will be at SFA on November 5th, so we're still trying to polish and clean and get even better for that contest. That one, you're ranked as far as first, second, third, and so on, where this one we were just kind of doing it for ourselves for the ratings. This one we're actually competing against other bands and trying to beat them. So trying to clean and polish a little bit more, so that's what you're going to see tonight.
What's your first song going to be?
First we're going to play for the auxiliary members. We're going to play We're Not Going to Take It. The majorettes, Captain Kimberly Ferguson, Jessica Moore, Kristen Lidke, Brett May, Ashley Andrews, Emily Donald, Kelsey Hooker, Marissa Ingram, Allie Radcliffe, Mia Scott, and Kate Sherman. Our flags, Captain Catherine Cox, Khadijah Ewins, Krista Orbaugh, Alicia Roberts, Lilia DeJulian, Allison Gert, Cheryl Cheshire, Sonia Morales, Krishlyn Rockmore, Emily Ward, Laniqua Bowman, Cassidy Britton, Kristen Brooks, Charmitria Brown, Alexis Hardy, and Kristen McMullen, and their sponsor is Miss Leanne Sharp. We did. We got first division from all three judges, so we're pretty pleased with it. And I dare to say that it wasn't even our best performance. Had a few issues that came up that have never come up before, but that's to be expected on contest day. They still did a real fine job. Judges thought so too. So we're only looking to improve on what we've got and hopefully place well at NAMBY this year.
Was that the big kahuna that you went to? Was that the?
It was the UIL one. That's the one that on every other year allows you to go to area, and if you place well there, you go on to state. Last year was our year to go to area, but this year it is not. It's for 1A, 2A, 4As to go to area this year. They alternate with your size of school. Speaking of, we are actually hosting area marching contests tomorrow for 1A and 2A schools at Bulldog Stadium. There'll be about 29 bands from up around Texarkana all the way down to about Beaumont coming to compete at Carthage Stadium tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Band starts their halftime performance with the Meister Singer Overture. Kicks off to War March of the Tartars.
Percentage of the bands that go to those contests get a superior rating? I mean, is it a high amount of them?
There's not really. They don't give them out. It depends. There's 3 judges, and each judge gives you a rating 1 to 5. 1 being the best, 5 being not so great. Several bands do get straight 1s, which is what Carthage got. Occasionally you'll get like a 1-1-2, which still comes out to be a 1. And they kind of take the average of what the judges thought. There were some bands that got all the way down in the 4s, which is very not good. But there were some on the list that I saw. But Carthage traditionally has done really well at those contests. Superior ratings most of the time, I believe.
I can't remember the last time we didn't get them 1, but you could have happened 3 years ago. I don't know, but I think it's been a long time.
I think it has too.
Used to, when I was playing football for Carthage, we were marching 225 kids, and if we won the game, we always won the band, except for Pine Tree and maybe Henderson when we played them. But
the band is playing Kiefer's Special now. Just went into their halftime marching. Half the band is taking basically twice as long to take 1 step as the front half of the band. Here in just a second they'll reverse that. Front half now doing their halftime march, and the back half is taking regular stride, catching back up.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Series it to the rears, puts the band back in a full block. Will be roll off and Chicago's World Fair Centennial Celebration in 1933.
Now, see how opening out there. Is that you got some people missing?
We have about 5 or 6 people missing tonight. Actually, we had some injuries and illnesses, so there's several holes out there tonight.
Okay, so, I wonder, just one area. Looks like it's like 5 or 6 people should be there.
It's amazing how the ones that are all around each other in the drill seem to miss. Creates a big gap.
Is it odd that they all are right there in that area? Usually you might have one over here.
Sometimes they're spread out, and it seems like our luck this year has just been that they're next to each other. Makes it pretty difficult for the kids that are here to fill in that spot and remember what goes where. This part of the drill, we actually changed that section you just saw where the X's marched down the field last week. That was actually this diamond that we see now. We thought it in our best interest to change it to the X for phasing issues, puts the kids a little closer together, and it just worked out better for us in the drill. Kids have done really well. They just learned that new fix Monday and Tuesday, so they've taken to it pretty well, doing a fine job. Before the Carthage band finishes, I'd like to congratulate our twirlers. They went to UIL Solo and Ensemble in Lufkin Wednesday. We had 12 medals come back with them, and 8 different solos going to state, which will be in Austin. in the spring. So congratulations to our twirlers.
Well, I saw that on Facebook. Everybody was congratulating the teacher.
Miss Sharp, yeah.
Sharp.
She's done a real fine job for us. We're real happy that she's helping us out. And she keeps us on our toes, that's for sure.
Well, the Carthage band now has finished their routine, and we'll go back to the home office and pay some bills and come back when Gladewater hits the field.
For 28 years, Panola National Bank has been an active partner in our community, working in civic organizations, schools, and churches, helping Panola County and its citizens with their financial needs. Community banking is basic to America, and we're proud of our success. As the Bulldogs, Bearcats, Tigers, Yellow Jackets, and Mustangs realize goals with teamwork, we at Panola National Bank rely on our team members. We invite you to come in and meet them. As a reminder, we open a little earlier and stay a little later for your convenience. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
When you're looking for high-quality personal care from people on whom you can depend, choose East Texas Medical Center in Carthage. The employees are people you know and trust. ETMC Carthage, an East Texas medical tradition. Here when you need them, yet able to refer you when circumstances arise. ETMC Carthage, a tradition of excellence, enhanced by becoming part of a system. ETMC Carthage, proud sponsors of the Carthage High School Battling Bulldogs.
Your back-to-school headquarters is the Popcorn Place in Carthage. Beautiful backpacks, book bags, and all kinds of Bulldog gear for the teacher or for the fan. The Popcorn Place, they're located in the Carthage Twin Cinema Plaza. The Popcorn Place, where you find back-to-school needs and find gifts for the teacher or the football fan. The Popcorn Place in Carthage.
Gladewater now, band hits the field. They have some twirlers out in front, some dancers look like they're in the middle.
They got their drill team coming out. Don't have any information on what they'll be playing for them. Maybe we'll be able to recognize it. I believe Dynamite is what I heard the announcer say they're going to play.
How cold is it out there?
It's pretty cold. I was real glad to get in this press box. Drill team doing a high kick routine. Stretching from about the 35 to the 35. Gladewater Band playing Dynamite for the drill team.
I guess they'll come do a marching routine now, huh?
Yes, sir.
They got two drum majors.
Yes, sir, they do. Some schools do that. Some schools go with one. I've seen schools go with none, so it's not a requirement. I've seen schools with 3 or 4 of them. Just kind of up to the director and what the band really needs.
We are at halftime here in Gladewater. The Bulldogs are ahead 9-6. Henderson's getting beat by Gilmer, 21-14 to half. And we're waiting on the march of the Gladewater Band.
Michael Moody is the band director at Gladewater. He was at Pine Tree a couple years ago, went to Henderson last year as an assistant, and landed here in Gladewater this year. Gladewater Band gonna play Precision Fanfare, Queen City, Mighty Might, and March Ponderosa.
Featuring precision marching and playing of marches from our nation's heritage. Tonight's show features a precision military drill to Precision Fanfare, Queen City, Mighty Might, and March Ponderosa. This week's marches of the week are Nick Carmona and Mick Carmona. Thanks to both of you for your hard work and excellence this week. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Christian Turner and Jonathan Stafford, the Gladewater High School Marching Band.
They did. They went to the same contest we did. Unfortunately, they didn't do as well as they had hoped. They got a second division, which is still considered an excellent performance. First division would be considered superior. Unfortunately, they just had a rough day that day. Didn't quite make it there. Gladewater's been considerably smaller. If my math is correct, there looks to be about 60 out there. So a little smaller, but they're doing a good job tonight. They're going to Namby. I think traditionally they're pretty successful at Namby, so we'll be competing against them in about a week, and hopefully we'll do better than them. Nothing against them. I like them just fine, but I'd like to beat them.
I don't blame you. There would never be a competition. Everybody didn't care.
That's it. looks to be marching a few holes tonight themselves.
Something going around in school?
I'm not sure. We had several of them last couple days. Just I haven't heard anything, haven't had any phone calls, but several missing. I think we had about 8 missing yesterday, and luckily today that number has dropped a little down to about 5 missing, I believe. So there must be some kind of bug going around.
They look to be doing pretty good.
Yes, sir. Band is halted just above the numbers on the field in a block while drum majors do their salute. I think they'll get the band of horns up here. Forward march. Kick off to a cadence.
Well, Dustin just cut our mic off.
Well, all right.
All right. Well, good. You have somebody you want to talk about, sponsors?
Oh, we better thank a few people. Let's go to KGAS Radio, number 1. Animal Medical Center of Panola County. Bill's Meat Market, Brookshire Brothers, Carthage Title and Complete Printing. We better give a big thanks to our Carthage band boosters. Lord knows we couldn't make all these games and contests without their help. They sure do a lot for us, and we appreciate it. Superintendent Dr. Glenn Hambrick and Carthage High School Principal Mr. Otis Amy. We sure appreciate all the support that we've been getting. There you go.
You know, Otis was in the band when he was in school, and you know he knows a lot about band.
He does. He's come down several times.
And when he more brag. I mean, he's telling me what we'd have a fuller sound if we had so many of these. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's a saxophone player, I believe, when he was in high school, and he's come and watched a few of our rehearsals outside, and real glad that he's supportive of these kids, and they see that too, and it helps them a lot.
Well, I'm glad you come talk to us at halftime. The bands are completed now.
Yes,
about
sir.
2 minutes before we kick off, waiting for the football players to hit back on the field, and we'll go back to KGAS and pay some bills.
Open the door to new opportunities with Farmers State Bank. Whatever your banking needs may be, Farmers State Bank can help. We care about your financial well-being and want to help you make the right decisions. Come in and let our friendly, knowledgeable staff tell you about the different products and services available to meet those needs. If you do not know how easy banking at Farmers State Bank can be, let us show you today. We cannot wait for you to join our family. Farmers is an FDIC member and equal housing lender.
I'm Danny Cole with Marshall Toyota. Looking for a good used car? Check out our great selection of Toyota certified used vehicles with financing as low as 2.9%. These vehicles carry a 160-point inspection to Toyota's strict conditions and standards, include a 12-month, 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty, 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, 1-year roadside assistance, Carfax history report, and price to fit any budget. New or used, we've got them every day at Marshall Toyota.
Your first half stats brought to you by the Fields Law Firm. Are you buying or selling a home? Need a will, or do you need estate planning? Hurt in an automobile accident? Accused of a crime or need help with a divorce or child support? Put a Bulldog to work for you. Call the Fields Law Firm for your free and confidential consultation. It's 903-693-8888.
All right, here we are at halftime at Jack Murphy Stadium in Gladewater, Texas. Carthage Bulldogs leading the Gladewater Bears 9-6. And here are the halftime stats. And you know, at one time the total yardage was 135-22 in favor of Gladewater. No longer that big difference right there, but it's very close at halftime in the total yardage. Gladewater now with a 5-yard edge. Here's what it looks like. Gladewater 8 first downs, Carthage 7. Rushing, Carthage 105. Tevin Pipkin has 111 yards himself of our 105-yard total. And let's see, Gladewater 172 yards rushing, Carthage 4 of 13. Only 4 of 13 through the air for 62. Gladewater 0 of 3. They tried 3 passes and completed 2 of them to us. There have been 3 turnovers in the first half. Make that 4 turnovers. Gladewater has committed 3. They've had 2 passes picked off and had a fumble that they lost, and the Bulldogs had a pass intercepted. Not many penalties, only 2. Both of those against the Bulldogs for 25 yards. And 2 punts in the first half. Those were 2 Jimmy Gonzalez punts for the Bulldogs, averaging 29 yards per punt. All right, the first half scoring, incidentally, a 4-yard run for Gladewater gave them a lead, 6-0, 4:21 left to go in the first. Then Justin Williams with a pick 6, 45-yard interception return. Missed the extra point. It was 6-6, 132 in the first. And then after an Ed Pope interception, 30-yard field goal by Gonzalez gave Carthage the lead, 9-6. All right, let's go down to Dustin Burns. Dustin, down to you.
I just had Surratt over here right now talking to him, and he wanted to make sure the team doesn't come out here as Gilmore Band is having their senior night as well. Looks like they got them situated over there. Coach, I remember last week you said that you hope we could keep the same intensity if we beat Henderson, and tonight it just looks like we kind of come out flat, especially on offense.
We're very flat. We're flat on both sides. I don't know if the defense has played bad, our offense has played bad, our special teams is bad. We've stunk it up the whole first half. We're wide open in the passing game and can't throw it and catch it. Pipkin's got to break more runs. We got him to the safety about 5 times. He's made him miss twice, so he's got to have a better percentage than that. And obviously, Blake's struggling in the pass game, and defensively, we're not getting them on the ground. I mean, they've kept the ball away from us and scored on the opening drive, and then we're lucky we got a couple turnovers.
You said we did get 3 turnovers. It's kind of helped us out. And it seemed like the offense just, they can't quite get it going. It's kind of like last year against Spring Hill, last game of the year in district in Spring Hill. But what did you tell the players in there at halftime?
I told them pick it up. We're going to get our butts beat. So exactly what I told them. And I said, we have no intensity, and if we don't, we're going to be at home.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. You heard what Coach Surratt said. He was not too happy, and if you're here watching the game, you'd probably had the same feeling. We just come out flat and haven't looked real good. Blake's been off a little bit. Then we dropping passes there on our last 2 drives. Pipkin's running good, but we got to control that line of scrimmage up front and do a better job. And they're getting to our linebackers and getting in behind our secondary and getting a lot of good yards. It seems like the defense has made some adjustments since that first drive where they went down the field in 80 yards and to score to take the lead there in the first quarter. It seems like we have made some adjustments on defense, but offense, we're going to pick it up. Like I said, if we don't, we're going to get our, we're going to lose tonight. And we don't need to because I'll throw a kink in it. Then we have to go play Spring Hill next week. So we need to pick our intensity up. And I think if we do that and come out here with a lot of enthusiasm and get going, I think we'll be all right.
Okay, we're at halftime. 9-6 is the lead, and we've got a little bit of a delay here for senior night. We're going to take a break.
At First State Bank and Trust Company, we understand how important a dependable, independent bank is to growing families, farms, and businesses. That's the reason you'll find a level of respect and customer service here that is uncommon today. If that sounds like the kind of strong, can-do bank you're looking for, come let us show you more. A lot more. First State Bank and Trust Company, Carthage. Deep in the heart of Panola County. Member FDIC.
Just-in-Time Sanitation Services has just what you need for residential, construction, commercial, oil field, and special events. From portable toilets to roll-off dumpsters, storage containers, holding tanks, and hand-washing stations, Just-in-Time Sanitation can help. Dial 903-693-9991. Our commitment is to serve you. Serving all of East Texas and Western Louisiana, Just-in-Time Sanitation Service has what you need to keep it clean and functioning. 903-693-9991. It will be done just in time.
If you don't have an oil well, you need to get one, so Ricky and Casey Bagley at Bagley Well Services can helf you take care of it. Bagley Well Services is a complete service, hookups, pipelines, maintenance, backhoe, dozer, and pipe hauling. Bagley Well Service, one call, does it all. 903-622-4122. So if you have an oil well, let Bagley Well Services do the work for you. 903-622-4122.
Carthage Discount Tire and Brake, located at West Panola and Charles Thomas Parkway, has the right tires for your vehicle. The right tires that will give you that smooth ride and save you fuel costs at the same time. Stop by today and let the expert staff at Carthage Discount Tire and Brake assist you. Choose from Michelin or BF Goodrich. They also offer a full auto repair shop with state-of-the-art computerized equipment. For more information, go to their website at carthagediscounttire.com. Every vehicle rides smoother with a new set of tires. Your second half kickoff brought to you by Auto Express Lube in Carthage. They offer you the best in quality products and services. They can change your oil and filter in a flash. Plus, they will fill your windshield washer fluid, vacuum the front seat area, and even wash your windshield. Auto Express Lube, 1112 West Panola. Let's go, Bulldogs.
Well, we're going to have the second half kickoff here in just a moment. Senior night is finished. Gladewater will get the second half kickoff here as the Bulldogs won the opening toss and elected to take it in the first half. We should tell you that we have a field turf here at Gladewater, and the Gladewater Bears trail the Carthage Bulldogs 9-6. Each end zone has a orange background. Their main colors are orange and black, and in each end zone, Bears is spelled out in white, trimmed in black, and they have an orange bear paw right in the middle of the field at the 50-yard line with a black G right in the middle of that. Jimmy Gonzalez has it teed up at the 40-yard line directly in front of me. In fact, I'm sitting on about the 41-yard line, and Gonzalez has it teed up, advances on the ball, and this one's going to go deep. And it's going to come over to the nearest sideline, taking it at the 14, up to the 15, the 20, and trying to reverse his field, and he's not going to make it, as he's going to be hit pretty hard at about the 22-yard line, then pushed back. Gladewater will have it at their 22 starting this drive, and let's see if the Dogs woke up at halftime. You heard Coach Surratt saying we just stunk it up in all areas of the game, offense, defense, special teams. And for the fans who were there last week and are not here tonight, and there's a considerable number of them because our crowd it's good, but it's not great over on the far side of the field. We just do not look like the same football team. But let's see what happens in the second half. Okay, here comes Gladewater up to the line of scrimmage at their 22. Nick Johnson is in the gun. Snap back to him. He hands off. No, he keeps it himself, going left side to the 25, and then gets to about the 28 for a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, they come out and do that. Well, of course, that's been successful against us most of the year. That quarterback Reed, Lindale did it to us, and Pittsburgh did it to us. And it's just, I guess it's just tough for the kids to stay at home.
So it is a gain of 6 to the 28. 2nd down for Gladewater. In fact, I tell you what, we're going to give him 9 on that play. Excuse me, instead of 6, give him 7. 7, make it 2nd and 3 at the 29. 2nd and 3 for Gladewater at the 29-yard line. This time Johnson under center, and this time he hands off to the fullback up the middle across the 30, and he's got a first down at about the 33, a pickup of 4, and that will move the chains.
All right, yeah, we're bringing the defensive lineman back in to take 62 spot, which would be Mario McCain. 65 came in, didn't he? And then Bray Anderson's still in there too. We got to find somebody that'll stay home and get some defensive push. When, like Dustin said, we got to win that spot. The defensive line's got to take over here.
It's Chad Adams, Hart, Bry Anderson, and Kalen Ware on the defensive line for the Dogs. 1st and 10 for Gladewater. And here's the handoff. It goes to the running back trying to go to his right. We hem him in there. He tries to go back up the middle, stop him there, no gain on the play.
Well, Tasker Shannon was up from his safety position and turned him in, and when he did, the host of Bulldogs pursuit come by and got him. So he might have gained 6 inches there. The score is 9-6 Carthage.
All right, what's the latest Gilmer score we had? They're still up 21-14?
Yeah, and Texas is getting beat 5-0. 2 in the World Series.
Ooh, okay. Second down and 9. Make it 2nd and 10. Okay, no gain there. Very short gain. 2nd and 10 for Gilmer from their own 34. All right, Gilmer sends 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Johnson in the gun, snap back to him. Hands off to the running back up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles. He breaks tackles, and he's out close to another first down for the Gladewater Bears at about the 43-yard line.
If he's not got a first down, he's just likes inches from what I see. Maybe a half a yard. 9:36 in the third quarter, 9-6 Carthage.
Gain of 9, some broken tackles there. Gain of 9 for Gladewater. It's now 3rd down and 1. 3rd and 1 for Gladewater at their 43. And exactly what Coach Surratt, was concerned about. You get higher than a kite for 2 straight ball games and come out flat in this one. Okay, let's go defense. 3rd and 1 for Gladewater at their 43. Here's a quarterback sneak by Johnson, and he has a first down. He almost broke it, but thank goodness a tackle there by Shannon after a pickup of about 7, make it 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, we were all stuffed in there at the line of scrimmage, and he busted through. And if it wasn't for a safety there, we just need defense. They're whipping us at the line of scrimmage. Now, we knew we were meeting 2 defensive tackles that were good, didn't he say?
That's right.
He didn't say anything about their offensive line.
All right, 1st and 10 for Gladewater at the Carthage 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Carthage 49. Early in the third quarter. They've now held it for over 3 minutes of the third quarter here on this drive. Carthage is leading 9-6. I formation. Here's a handoff to the tailback, and he breaks loose across the 45, across the 40. They have another first down. Boy, they're just eating up big chunks of yardage against our defense. That's a gain of another 12.
And the way to beat Carthage is to keep the ball out of their hands, and that's what they're doing. They're running the ball. They're eating up 4 or 5 minutes already. But he came right through the middle of the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 13 as they spot it close to the Carthage 36-yard line. And I'm telling you, we have a fight on our hands tonight. As Coach Surratt said, he just put it very bluntly. If we don't pick it up here, we're going to get whipped. 1st and 10 for Gladewater at the Dog 36-yard line. Snap back to Johnson. Johnson, play action fake. He keeps it, has running room, 35-30. Inside of the 25, another first down. Going to be a pickup of another 11 yards.
Adams on the tackle all the way back from his defensive end spot. That tells you he's chasing him down 10 yards. And we just don't look like we can stop any kind of a run right now.
1st and 10, Gladewater. They have it now at the Dog 25-yard line. Incidentally, I'm happy to report, we mentioned Ricky Ingram and Philip Burns. They are both on the sideline tonight. Dustin told me that. Glad they're down there. Okay, 1st and 10 for Gladewater at the Dog 25-yard line. Ball just to the left of the right hash. Johnson this time hands off to the fullback, and this time we stack him up for a very short gain. That's going to be a gain of 1 down to the 19.
Go to hard on the tackle.
24, excuse me.
And that's the first time we've stopped them for that small of a gain here in the second half. 7:29 third quarter, 9-6 Carthage.
Okay, they give him 2 to the 23, making it 2nd and 8. Gladewater has kept it for almost the first 5 minutes now of the second half after getting the second half kickoff, and they have driven it down to the Carthage 23-yard line. And here is the play, and the quarterback hands off, and it's going to be no gain on the play. So we stop him for nothing there. It's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Dakota Hart again on the tackle, and they ran it out of a little different wrinkle. He was out of the shotgun that time and then handed it to him instead of going under the center.
3rd and 8 for Gladewater at the Carthage 23. They've now held it for 5 minutes and 20 seconds. By the end of this play, they will have held it for the first half of the third quarter. 3rd down and 8. Gladewater has only attempted 3 passes in the game. 0 for 3. 2 of them were completed to Carthage. 3rd down and 8 for Gilmer for Gladewater at the 23-yard line. And here's a play action fake option to the right. He has it at the 20 and is brought down at the 16-yard line, a yard shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1 for Gladewater at our 16.
And he faked the pitch and kept it. after faking them up the middle. So now it's what can our defensive line get a push right here to stop them on 4th down on the 16-yard line with 5:56 left. Third quarter, it's 9-6. We're clinging to a lead.
4th down and 1. 4th and 1 for Gladewater at the Carthage 16-yard line. 5:43 left to play. They've now held it for over half of the third quarter. 4th and 1 for Gladewater at the Dog 16. Ball on the right hash. And here's the handoff to the fullback. He's got the first down at the 11-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, just dive to the right, and they had a hole for him. So they've got a man down on the field. So this is KGAS. We'll be back right after this.
Are you or a loved one suffering from a life-limiting illness? Let Heart's Way Hospice be there for you. Our experienced and compassionate team of nurses, social workers, home health aides, and chaplains will help guide you through the difficult days ahead. For more information, please call our office in Carthage, 903-690-9924. You will not walk alone with Heart's Way Hospice.
This is Walter Sparks at XL Ford in Carthage. For the best selection of cars and trucks in the Arklatex, power, performance, economy, there's nothing like a Ford. XL Ford in Carthage has the best parts service department in the Arklatex. If you haven't driven a Ford lately, let me personally invite you to come by and take a test drive. Check us out on the internet. We will match or beat any deal in the Arklatex. Still on the South Loop and still number 1. God bless America and Semper Fi.
All right, we've got 5:29 to play in the third quarter, and the Gladewater Bears have now held it for the first 6 minutes and 31 seconds of this quarter, and they have it all the way down at the Carthage 11-yard line on this time-consuming drive. I don't keep number of plays, but boy, they've had a bunch of them here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 at the Dog 11. He fumbles the snap, picks it up, going to his right, and he's going to now try to reverse back to his left, fumbles it, ball on the ground. We've got a chance at it, and I think we've got it out at the 28-yard line. Yes, we do. No, let's see.
Dakota Hart had it.
Do we have it?
Yeah, Dakota Hart recovered it.
Okay, Dogs get it at the 28-yard line. The 4th turnover of the ball game for the Gladewater Bears.
Dustin,
if it were for turnover, we'd be in trouble. Okay, Dustin, down to you.
Well, he's not listening.
It was going to be an embarrassing game for you. We couldn't stop them. We did get them in some third and long situation right there on that drive like you have in the first half, but we just haven't been able to stop them. I mean, they're just wearing us out on defense, and we really haven't played this bad since the first game in 2007, Coach Surratt's first game against Henderson, when our offense only scored 7 points. So if not our offense only scored 3, we need to go down here and score and get some momentum.
All right, Bogan shoots under center. We've got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pipkin is the tailback. All right, he throws to the right side to Pope. Pope has it to the 30, 33, then pushed out of bounds right in front of our bench at about the 33-yard line. That may have been officially a backwards pass. We'll call it a forward pass for a gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, he gets to the line of scrimmage and he swings backwards and then looks for the ball. And Bogus shoots those. It could be a lateral like Larry says, or it could be going forward. Depends on where he catches it. But he gets good yardage there on first down.
So it is a gain of 5, and he is pushed out of bounds. Stops the clock with 4:55, so they have a 7-minute drive that is stopped by a turnover. Their 4th turnover of the ball game. Bogan shoots under center. We have it on the right hash. 1 man split out to the right, 2 to the left. And here's the handoff to Pipkin. Pipkin coming left, and he has the 35-yard line, stopped at about the 36 after a gain of 3 more.
Yeah, we had pretty good push then. He just didn't get his vision to see which way to cut. But we hadn't stopped them, period. They've stopped themselves. They have fumbled it on 2 drives that they had driven deep in our territory.
3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Badly needing a first down here. There's nothing else to give our defense a rest and to get some momentum offensively. 3rd and 3 at our 36. Bogan shoots. Going to be under center. Shannon split left. 2 receivers to the right. Throws out to the right again. It's caught by Pope. Pope trying to get the first down. He gets loose to the 45 and pushed out of bounds. There comes a late flag in. It's going to be a first down if the penalty is against Gladewater.
Yeah, we had a lead blocker out there, and that's about where he threw the hanky. And let's see if it's going to be against us. We don't seem to be going back to where Pope was.
It's going to be against us, guys. Looks like it's going to be holding on one of our receivers.
It'll be a spot foul. So it'll be 3rd and long.
Okay, we're going to get, let's see where they mark it off from. Okay, so it'll be a 1-yard completed pass, and then, well, actually completed for no yards, and then they mark off the penalty. 10-yarder.
It's going to be 12 yards for a first down. 4:07 here in the 3rd quarter. We have a lead, 9-6.
All right, it's now 3rd down and about 12 yards to go. 3rd and 12 at our 32-yard line. Bogenschutz wants to throw. He goes with the screen. It's caught by Pipkin, and he trips and falls down. He may have tripped over one of our own blockers. I'm not for sure, but he falls down for a loss back to the 24, and we're going to kick it away.
And he had yardage, too. He had 2 lead blockers, Brantley out there with Elsie Hicks, and we had some yardage on that play. It was set up right, and ends up we fall down untouched. 3:33 left in the 3rd quarter, 9-6 Carthage. We're punting.
And, you know, just in all honesty, this is a real scary game right here. We have not played well, and we only lead by 3 points. And they're going to get the ball back. Line of scrimmage is at 24. All right, waist-high snap, rugby kick. Kicks it well, but they get to return it, but he falls down as he makes the reception. He had to dive to make the reception, so as it turns out, no return. And that's a pretty good kick of 36-8. That is 44 yards. Make it 34 yards, excuse me.
Well, we just need to see if we can play defense. We hadn't played it yet. You know, this is the type of team, if you stop them on 1st and 2nd down and make them do something they're not supposed to, don't want to do, then you're in good shape. But like Dustin said, we had them in 3rd and long last drive, and somehow they've miraculously come out of it.
All right, Dogs on defense with Gladewater at their own 42. Remember, they held it for about 7 minutes on that first drive of this quarter, and that ended in a turnover. Johnson back in the gun, gets the snap, hands off to the running back, and we stop him immediately.
Dakota Hart again. Dakota Hart's playing a good game tonight. Whoever's in front of him is not blocking him. But where they've damaged us is that delay handoff and then running up the middle. Like he said, somehow the blockers may be getting to as deep as the linebackers, which you don't need anybody blocking them.
All right, that's a loss of 1 as they spotted at the 41. So loss of 1 makes it now 2nd down and 11 in a 3rd quarter that is really scooting along in a hurry. We're down to 2.5 minutes to go in this quarter, and it is now 2nd and 11 for Gladewater at their own 41-yard line. Carthage leading 9-6, and timeout called by the Bears, and we'll take a break here.
Time to get back to the routine of fall activities, school, athletic events, band, all those exciting times, and make stopping at the filling station one of those routines. Stop by before school for some delicious breakfast burritos, biscuits with egg and sausage, and freshly made breakfast toasters. We always have those wonderful Crispitos, and while you're there, pick up lunch items. Our deli has corn dogs, fried chicken, pizza sticks, chicken tenders, potato logs, as well as barbecue and chicken sandwiches. The filling station, located at 1107 West Sabine. We hope to see you soon.
At Citizens Bank in Carthage, we want you to not only feel like a customer, but like one of our extended family. Citizens Bank would like to help you build that dream home, buy a first home, or relocate to a larger residence. The friendly loan staff at Citizens Bank can make those dreams come true. Come by our Carthage location and speak to Sonia Hathorn about your options. Citizens Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
'Cause we stand for your success.
All right, we're back at Jack Murphy Stadium in Gladewater, Texas. The Gladewater Bears and the Carthage Bulldogs. Carthage leading 9-6, 2:22 to play in the 3rd quarter. 2nd 11 for Gladewater at their own 41-yard line. Snap back to Johnson. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going with a screen over the middle. It's caught, and we have good defense there as we stop him for about a 3-yard gain to the 44.
Yeah, that was good play on defense. And we stayed at home. Our linebackers, it was Callaway there who made the first hit. I'm glad to be able to call his name tonight because he's having to fill some big shoes of two young men that are hurt. Hopefully one of them can come back if we make it in the playoffs. 1:55 left in the third quarter. We're ahead 9-6, but this is where they've hurt us on this third and long.
All right, now we are going to give him there a 3-yard gain, make it a 2-yard, 2 yards from the 41 to the 43. It's now third down and 9 for Gladewater.
Watch that
if they're on 43. Third down and 9. And here is the handoff. It goes to the running back to the 45, and he is going to be stopped short of midfield and stopped about 3 yards shy of the first down marker.
And I just don't know that they can afford to go for fourth down here in our end of the field because they've kept us on our end of the field. So they're going to bring in, which looks like a punt team. Now, this is an area where they can try a fake, so we need to stay at home.
All right, they are going to kick it. Fourth down and 4. Make it 4th and 3, pardon me. 4th and 3 for Gladewater at their 49. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Boy, is this one flown by. All right, we've got one man back deep for the Bulldogs.
Watch for a fake.
They do snap it. Waist-high snap. And it is a punt. And we come up and we take it at our 20-yard line. This is Michi Bowman at the 25. And tough return, 30. Boy, he's a tough little guy. And out across the 30, about the 32-yard line with 31 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Well, we need to go down and take control of this game. We know they can't put a bunch of points on us. It takes a while for them to score. But we need to get in the touchdown and get more than a one-possession score lead.
All right. And incidentally, if you're listening and can give us a score on the Rangers, we understand they were trailing 5-2. Latest score we had, Gilmer was ahead of Henderson 21-14. If the Bulldogs win this, we're in the playoffs. If we lose, it gets a little sticky. All right, Bogan shoots under center. Handoff Pipkin up the middle. 35 out to the 40-yard line. Tough run there, pretty close to the 40. Going to be stopped a little short of it. 6-yard gain, make it 7 out to the 39.
Good offensive line push that time by our offense, and we're back to the line of scrimmage, Larry.
Okay, 6-yard gain. We'll call it the 38. 2nd and 4 at our 38. Bogan shoots under center. Bogan shoots, handoff Pipkin. Pipkin up the middle. Again over the right side as he went there and picks up about 3 to the 41.
Well, he got loose from the tackler and just turned his body forward and dove forward so it's the end of the third quarter. The score 9-6. This is KGAS. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, this is Melinda Leslie with Copper Falls & Company, a full-service jewelry and gift store located on the Carthage Square. We also buy gold and silver. Gold has never been this high. Take advantage of these high prices. Come by to see us, let us weigh your gold and silver, make you an offer. You're under no obligation. We understand that a lot of people want to save their jewelry in a lockbox for their children or grandchildren, but usually they have their own jewelry to wear. So why not sell your gold, take a trip, enjoy life? It's way too short. Give us a call, 903-693-9944.
What's your biggest concern when the weather is cold? A problem with your heater or electrical system? Well, Hal and Bruce Whitaker are the names you know and trust to calm your fears. Hal and Bruce at Hal's AC and Electric know electricity. They'll help you stay warm and keep your systems running properly. Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or oil-field work, Hal's AC and Heating is the one to call at 903-693-7451. Quick, dependable service. They sell Amana, Train, and Goodman, but service all brands. Hal and Bruce Whitaker, the names that you know and trust.
All right, 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 1. Actually, less than 1 at our 42-yard line. 3rd down and less than a yard to go for a first down at our 42. The ball on the right hash. We've got a receiver to each side, a wing left. Here's a quarterback sneak by Bogan shoots, and he's got it. Bogan shoots with the first down out to our 45-yard line. So he picks up 3 there. And we pick up a all-important first down and keep possession of the football at our 45. Ball is going to be spotted about a yard to the left of the right hash as the Dogs move left to right here in the fourth quarter, leading 9-6. Bogan shoots under center, offset out of the right, handoff Pipkin. No, play action fake. He's going to go deep. Wants to go to Pope. Has him out there, and that's a little underthrown and incomplete at the 18-yard line. He had a step, but it was underthrown, and it's incomplete. It was a jump ball down at the Gladewater 18, incomplete.
Yeah, and usually Pope can come up with those because he's taller than everybody down there. I'm going to surprise you, Larry. The score is 5-2 in the 7th. But Spring Hill's beating Pittsburgh 17-0. Now, I don't know if
someone pulling our leg on that.
I don't know.
Gosh,
that's a surprise.
That is a surprise there. Wow, that's the biggest surprise of the whole. That's an even bigger surprise, I think, than the fact that we're just ahead by 3 points here. 11:41 to play in the fourth quarter. Boy, we've got 4 receivers split out to the left. Bogan shoots, pump fake left. Now he's going to go left, and this one is going to be caught by Shannon. Tasker Shannon down at the 38-yard line to the Gladewater 35. 1st and 10 Dogs at the Bear 35.
We had all those out there, and Bogan shoots fake to the one that was at the line of scrimmage, which let Tasker get separation down the sidelines. That's why he was open. That's a good play. What do you say, Dustin?
Yeah, they only had 2 guys and our 4 receivers out there, so it was a mismatch all the way. There was 2 guys open. Clint was open too.
All right, 19-yard gain. And here's the handoff to Pipkin. Pipkin left side to the 30 and has about 6 yards on that play. From the line of scrimmage was a 36, and he stopped at the 30-yard line.
And that's a good run right there. We need those with 11:14 left. We need to keep the ball out of their hands. 2nd down now. Good 1st down play.
All right, we'll give him 7 yards there to the 29. 7 yards for Tevin Pipkin. 2nd down and 3 at the 29. Handoff Pipkin, big hole, 25 down to the 22-yard line, and they're going to spot it after about a 7-yard gain.
Good gain. Old Tevin's done his job tonight. I can tell you, he's been our workhorse, and he's got how many yards now, Larry?
138.
138. With 10:52 left in the ball game, 9-6. We desperately need to score here.
1st and 10 for the Dogs now at the Gladewater 22. At the Bear 22, we split 2 receivers to the right, I formation behind Bogan shoots, who is under center. And the handoff Pipkin. Pipkin tiptoeing over the left side, and he picks up a couple of yards down to the 20-yard line.
It looks like to me he kind of took the wrong route that time. Look to me he could have cut it out and got some yardage. Of course, I'm sitting on the sidelines. It's kind of hard to tell, but Bulldogs are in 4-down territory now for sure.
Okay, Dustin, we're going to go down to you after this next play unless we score. 2nd down and 8 for Carthage at the Gladewater 20-yard line. We lead 9-6. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Bogan shoots under center. We've got the bunch formation over on the left side. Here's the play action fake. Bogan shoots, rolls to his right. He throws. It's caught by Classen for about a 1-yard gain. And no gain on the play. Let's go down to Dustin.
Yeah, we're in a 3rd and long. We're getting down here around the 20-yard line. We're actually at the 20, and we had some good plays there. But 3rd and long, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we don't get the 1st down in this 3rd down play. We do go for it, but we definitely got the momentum. We're just, we kind of we're stalling out again. We're kind of playing like we have, up until the Henderson game last week. Had a complete game offensively, defensively, special teams against Henderson last week, but not tonight.
All right, Bogan shoots. 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8 for Carthage at the Gladewater 20. Bogan shoots in the gun, snap back to him, throws to the right to Bowman. Bowman to the 15, Bowman to the 10, inside the 10 with a big 1st down on that pass play. It's going to be a gain of 12 down to the 8.
It was a quick pass screen. He threw it to the outside, and 3 linemen had peeled out off their positions and had good blocks downfield. And good play there by the Bulldogs. With 9 minutes left in this game. 9-6 is the score, Carthage.
All right, 1st and goal now at the Gladewater 8. Bogan shoots, brings them up to the line of scrimmage with 2 receivers to the left and Tasker Shannon to the right. The ball is on the right hash mark, and they're going to throw to the left side, and it is incomplete over there, intended for Pope.
Well, that throw was not a very good throw out there, and he had to lean forward to get it. He just couldn't get to it unless he made the wrong cut. So it brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 8. Second and goal at the Gladewater 8-yard line. Bogan shoots now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 20. 9 of 20 for 95 yards. Second and goal at the Bear 8. Handoff Pipkin. Pipkin up the middle, and he's got the 5, maybe just inside the 5. It's going to be third and goal from the 5 after a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a good run, as good as he could, because they had it stuffed up at the line of scrimmage. He did make positive yards out of it, but it looked like to me it's a time for a fade to Pope, if Bogus, you can get it in the air right.
Okay, it's third and goal. Third and goal for Carthage at the Gladewater 5-yard line. We've had trouble, and Coach Surratt's been pretty frustrated with our performance in the red zone, not punching it in for touchdowns. Third and goal here from the 5. Bogan shoots under center. Bogan shoots play action fake. Throws into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. That is a touchdown to Ed Pope. A 5-yard touchdown. A badly needed touchdown. And the Dogs are now up 15-6.
Yeah, and he faked it to the running back, which brought the linebacker toward us. And then he threw it in this void out there. And finally the Bulldogs take a little bit of a lead. It's going to take 2 scores to catch.
That comes with 8:02 to play in the fourth quarter. That is the first score here of the second half for either team, and Gonzalez will attempt the extra point. Remember, he's been off a little bit tonight. Okay, we await the snap. There's a snap. The kick is away. This one is going to be good. It is good. Carthage leads at 16-6. 8:02 to play in the fourth quarter. Back right after this.
Are you tired of being just another policy number? Call Tate Barber at State Farm, where we still believe in the old version of the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. If trustworthy service is as important to you as it is to him, then go by today. They don't want to just write your insurance. They want to take the time to customize a policy to fit your individual insurance needs and become your agent and friend for life. Call Tate Barber today at State Farm, 903-693-7555.
H-E-B is your hometown and neighborhood grocery store where you'll always find friendly faces, affordable prices, and quality products. H-E-B in Carthage has the finest produce and meat combined with trustworthy brands to keep your grocery bill low. Why waste your time and gas going out of town when your local H-E-B has everything that you need at prices that you'll love? H-E-B in Carthage. Here, everything is better.
Where we're back at Gladewater with the score now, the Bulldogs up 16-6. And again, if you just joined us and you missed that score minutes ago, Spring Hill, we understand, leading Pittsburgh 17-0. And the reason that's so shocking, Pittsburgh still has something to play for. If they were to win that and Gilmer lose, and then if Pittsburgh beats Gilmer next week, then they're in the playoffs. Okay, they let the ball get on the floor, on the turf, and we have a chance to recover it down at the 15-yard line. Some of our guys think we've got it, but we don't. Gladewater let that kickoff bounce. And, boy, when you do that, you risk the other team coming up with the loose pigskin, but they retain possession.
Especially when the ball is kicked real high and your pursuit can get there. And the boy in front gave up on it, and he went to block and left the other guy behind. And he was, uh-oh, is it mine? And then it was too late.
All right, so they do avoid a big, costly mistake there, the Bears do. So they get it back at their own 15. 7:55 to play in the ball game. All right, Johnson going to be under center. I formation behind him. And let's see, the handoff goes to the running back, and he's got about 2 yards, maybe 3, out to about the 18-yard line.
You know, in the last drive, we stopped them in that first and second down and put them in a third and long. And when your defense is doing that, and we did that a lot of the first half, but they had somehow come out of that third down long situation, but we stopped them on the last time.
Mark made a great point earlier, and that is that they're not going to score a bunch of points in a hurry on you because they just don't have the passing game to do that. They're going to have to break long runs to accomplish that. Second down and 7 from their 18. Handoff goes to the running back going to his right, and he is across the 20, across the 25, and has a first down for them as they pick up about 8 or 9 yards on that one.
That's a missed tackle or two over there. Dustin was probably there right beside it. It looked like one guy completely missed him and was there to make the tackle, just missed him.
Who missed him, Dustin?
Well, we don't know.
All right. 9-yard gain on that running play. And it is now 1st and 10 for Gladewater at their 27. Clock continues to roll right along here at Jack Murphy Stadium. 7:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Carthage leading 16-6 in a game that has been a struggle from the get-go. All right, Johnson in the gun for the Gladewater Bears, has twins to the right, and here's a handoff. It goes to the running back, and he has about a couple of yards out to the 29-yard line, a gain of 2. Clock still moving, and we've now got 6:45 to go in this one. Oh, wait a minute, got a flag on the play. They stopped the clock.
And one of our ball players is like he's upset, so they're going to pull him out of the game. Maybe an unsportsmanlike of some kind on the penalty. Let's see.
Personal foul.
Yes. That's what you really don't need to give them. That's 15 yards with no clock running. 6:46 left, 16-6. Carthage is ahead. But we've struggled the whole night.
Only 4 penalties called in this ball game by Jake Walker's crew. All 4 of them against the Bulldogs for 50 yards. Now Gladewater with the first down at their own 43, all the way out to the 43. Here's Johnson. He's going to throw. Going to throw to the near sideline, and this one is incomplete. Some contact down there between Dominic Collins and the intended receiver, but they say incomplete. And it will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bears.
And Collins had good position then. He was in front of the receiver. The receiver had to go through him to get the ball. And the matter of fact, if it was interference, it was probably going to be on the receiver because he was hitting Collins from behind. So that was good coverage there by Collins.
Good job, Dominic. 6:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Carthage leading the Gladewater Bears 16-6. Latest scores in District 16-3A that we have: Spring Hill upsetting Pittsburgh 17-0, and Gilmer over Henderson 21-14. If you have an update on either one of those ball games, give it the score to us. All right, snap back to Johnson. Here's an option right. He pitches out to the tailback, and he's across the 45. Stopped at about the 46, a gain of 3 for Gladewater. Clock now down to 6:20.
Adams out there on the tackle, and also Bry Anderson, 6:18 and counting. It takes them a long time to score unless, like Larry says, unless they break a long run, and they have not broken a real long one on us tonight.
3rd down and 7, so we've got them in 3rd and long again. 3rd and long there. I think they're in 4-down territory. They've got to go for it on 4th down by 2 scores if they don't get it right here. So they've got 2 downs to pick up 7 yards from their 46. Johnson is in the gun. Snap back to him. Play action fake. He's going to keep it himself. Flag on the play. And he's brought down for no gain, pending the flag.
It looks like an offsides penalty. He's giving the offside signal, look like, on us. So that'll give them 5 yards and another play. So we had them stop there, but it's not going to help us with this 5 yards. So that's 20 yards in penalties on this one particular drive. With 5:44 left, we're ahead by 10.
5 penalties total in the ball game, all of them against Carthage for 55 yards, and it is now 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for Gladewater at the Carthage 49. Carthage up by 10 points. It's 16-6. And we've got a timeout. We'll take another break here at Jack Murphy Stadium.
You know Creel's, the Dish TV place. Now introducing Creel's AAA Wholesale Fence Company. The Creel's have been serving the Carthage area for over 35 years. Call Creel's for all of your residential, commercial, and oil field fencing needs. Creel's can sell you the material at wholesale prices or provide full-line installation. Do-it-yourselfers and fence contractors are welcome. Don't forget to call Creel's, the Dish TV place, about Dish Network, DirecTV, or Hughes Internet for your home or business. Call today, 903-693-2722. 693-2722 for Creel's. Courtney Construction of Carthage knows the oil field and pipeline business. Courtney Construction provides equipment and labor for pipeline jobs, facility installations and repairs, compressor installations, pit closures and reclamations. Courtney Construction can provide the equipment, personnel, and resources required to install up to 24-inch pipe. Courtney Construction has the labor, the equipment, and the know-how. So call 903-694-2911. Courtney Construction, Highway 79 North in Carthage.
Scott is out. He was out visiting with the referee, but the fella he really wants to talk to is the line judge across the field, and he's finally gotten close enough where he can communicate directly with him. All right, it's now third down for Gladewater. Third down and two. Third down and two for the Bears from the Carthage 49-yard line. The ball on the right hash. Gladewater going right to left, so they're going toward the south goal here at Jack Murphy Stadium. Third down and two at the Dog 49. Handoff goes to the running back, going to his right. He's to the 45, has a first down. And let's see, still on his feet. We finally get him down at about our 43 after a gain of 6.
Yeah, that little guy's just hard to bring down. Jackson had him wrapped up. And I guess he's, now to say Jackson and Callaway's coming out of the bottom of that pile. But what do you think, Dustin?
Well, I think what Coach Surratt was arguing on that call was the guy that had in question outside was our outside linebacker on our side of the field, and the official on the other side called it when this guy on our side, who was closer, didn't call it. That's what he's arguing.
Oh, okay. Good point. 5:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Gladewater first and 10 at the Carthage 43. Handoff goes to the running back. Up the middle he goes to the 40, down to the 35-yard line. He rumbles for 8 more yards.
Yeah, and it's getting close to 5 minutes left in this ball game. And they've kept this ball here quite a while. They're just slowly eating at us.
Second and 2 for Gladewater. And despite being down by 2 scores, they're not in a real big hurry. 5 minutes to go. But they've got a great drive growing here, and they're down to our 35-yard line. Second and 2 at our 35. Snap back to Johnson. Hands off to the... No, Johnson's going to keep it himself around the left side, and he's got a first down at the 30-yard line. That'll stop the clock after a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, he kept it around the outside. I guess we didn't know what this guy was going to do, how he could run. The other one was a different runner. And so we have been struggling with this quarterback all day.
4:47, the clock stopped. Now it starts back up again. 4:44, 4:43 to go. It's running. All right, it's now first and 10 for Gladewater at our 30-yard line. Snap back to Johnson. He fumbles the snap and has to fall on it, so that's going to cost him right there 8 yards, and it's going to cost him some time too.
Yes, it is, and amazingly that they have really shot themselves in the foot the whole night. 2 drive, or this is the 3rd drive that they had a fumble. They lost the other 2.
Okay, a loss of 7 on the play. Loss of 7 is 2nd and 17. 2nd and 17 for Gladewater at the Carthage 37-yard line. 2nd and 17. Snap back to Johnson. Johnson, option to the left. Pitches the ball out. We keep the runner in bounds and push him back after a gain, let's see, of about 7 yards down to the 30.
And it's 3:45 left in the ball game right now, and they're still driving on us, 16-6. We have a lead by 10. But so far our defense has just been slowly thrashed. Nothing big, just grind.
3rd down and 10. And it would really be tense if we were up to just a field goal. But the clock is still moving, 3:20 to go. And they don't seem to be in a huge hurry. 3rd down and 10 at our 30-yard line. Snap back to Johnson. Johnson going to keep it himself, and he's to about the 27. Now we've got him in a 4th down. It's 4th down and 7 after a gain of 3. We've got him 4th and 7 at our 27-yard line. We need to stop right here and put an end to this.
Well, one thing I noticed in the first half when they were really in the ball game, that when they had a good play, their sidelines was just like nothing's happening. None of the kids jumping up and down. The coaches were jumping up and down, but the boys were just standing there.
Now, I must say, we pointed out that our crowd is perhaps not as large as I thought it would be tonight. Well, I must tell you, I think we've got more people here than they do, perhaps. Their crowd is very sparse on this big home side.
It's a big play.
All right, big play. Here's 4th and 7. Snap back to Johnson. He's going to throw to the right side. It's complete, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. We're going to get the ball back with 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the ball game. After we finally stop them on 4th down and 7, they picked up 5.
And you know, the Henderson game is just 4 minutes into the third quarter right now, Larry, because they had a long halftime and they had some scoring in the first half where Gladewater kept the ball on the ground most of our. Remember the first drive, they had it 5-6 minutes. And so our game has only been going 2 hours and 15 minutes or so, and we're almost through the whole game.